All right, everybody, it is Fatal Cade. Joining me are my two comrades, my two best buddies in the world. We got TabMag99, and of course,
what's going on, guys?
regular that we have all the time on the stream, and our good friend from Australia, TotalMK. What's going on?
G'day, mates.
So today we're showing off a lot of what Luke worked on, right? So you've been working on this fan series. I'm a huge fan of this. This is my favorite thing that I got from Kombat Con, and it's my Outworld Tours patch. It's awesome. Thank you for this. Yeah. I love this, by the way. This is still my favorite thing.
I know,
it's right there in my case with all my signed Mortal Kombat memorabilia just displayed prominently. So I love it.
Well, yeah, and the business card. Don't forget the business card.
Yep, pretty sweet. The card actually let you watch the first episode. I just tweeted out the link now, so anyone can watch the first episode.
Oh, nice.
But,
nice.
But when I went to Kombat Con, that was a whole little micro promotion because I was going to be in Chicago. I thought, fuck, we'll do something with. Sorry, I hope I can swear. We'll do something with Outworld Tours, you know. So, yeah, I made the patches. I already had patches from just my website logo, but that new Outworld Tours logo is really boss. I did not make it.
It's awesome.
Well, and guys, if you don't know what Outworld Tours is, we have got a great episode in store for you tonight. But before we get into it, I'm so glad that you're here, Luke, to kind of promote the series and show us some behind-the-scenes look at this exciting thing you're doing. We do have a little bit of news to cover, right?
A little bit, and I've got that.
Got
that ready to rock whenever you are ready for it.
Got the news ready, yes.
So,
well, I'll let you open up with the first story, man.
It looks like Kombat Con officially tickets went on sale. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So.
It's happening.
It's happening. Tickets are on sale and ready to rock and roll. So you want to get those VIP passes while you can. They'll probably have them for maybe 3 weeks. They'll probably go on sale and then they'll probably be sold out. So the
VIP.
Yeah, you want to get the VIPs while you can.
They go quick.
They literally last about 3 weeks, and then they're sold out. They're done. So. Yeah.
And there's no guarantee that they'll last even that long this time. I mean, the last two were just lit. The last two Kombat Con after parties, I think everybody's seen the videos of Anthony Marquez doing karaoke. Just insane stuff going on. Love it to death. So I think all the hardcore Mortal Kombat fans who are able to make it this year, you guys are probably going to want the VIP tickets.
Yes. Absolutely they will. It's so fun. I mean, I don't think you remember much of the after party last year, but you had a good time, I assure you.
It was a very good after party, and I do have some pictures to help me remember that night. Good stuff.
Yeah, they literally just have a table full of alcohol. Luke, you were there, right? Yeah, yeah.
And I hit up that.
I think
table.
You're the one having trouble remembering that night, buddy.
Oh, I didn't get smashed. I could have. I had to keep myself a bit in line, but there were free booze there. They had a bar going.
A full table, just help yourself to whatever you want. It was just insane.
It was great. It was a great night.
Going to a college house party with your favorite Mortal Kombat characters. I mean, what more could you want? That's awesome.
Yeah, it was very surreal. Being
that is such a great description. Those guys really are like a bunch of college dudes, aren't they?
They are. They're great.
Bunch of bros, bunch of dude bros still into bodybuilding and weightlifting and fitness and all that stuff.
Absolutely.
Well, Daniel Pazina said it best. He said we're all geeks. They grew up that way, you know.
Yeah.
Even though they're these crazy martial artists now, you know, they grew up as geeks. Play Dungeons and Dragons, you know. Amazing.
Yeah, it's truly awesome.
Yeah, that was sort of the kind of thing that was in their mind, that whole fantasy thing, like Dungeons and Dragons, when they were making Mortal Kombat. That was sort of what went into the whole world building.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just a good time. So make sure you get your tickets while you can. Buy them now. Don't buy them all because I still have to buy my VIP and I have to wait for my paychecks. But please buy them.
Yeah, don't do what I did last year.
We hope to see you there. So yeah, that's exciting. Kombat Con was announced a couple weeks ago. We announced it on this stream as well. but the tickets weren't available before, and now they are. So very, very important to mention that. What else do we have going on? I think I see MK Jasper saying he's probably not going to be able to make it to Kombat Con, and we're sorry, we're going to miss you, buddy. But we do have some other cool things to show that Jasper shared with us.
Oh, okay. On the next slide, I believe, correct? Oh,
yep.
Here we go. Error macro. Interesting.
Yes. Okay, that wasn't from Jasper. I forgot. Another news story. MKX Mobile they did another update, and Classic Ermac is going to be one of the characters that they reveal in the challenge. Ooh. So that's what's up. If you play MKX Mobile, you have a limited window to where you can get Classic Ermac. He's not out quite just yet, so I don't. You do want to get the app now, and you do want to update it if it's been a while. So you want to get ready and don't miss this one if you're an Ermac fan.
That's really good stuff. I like it.
Yeah, the mobile game's not for everybody, but if that's your thing, or if you've been skipping it for a while, you might want to get back into it for this
absolutely.
Guy. And this isn't like a big whoop-de-doo. It's not like when they made the Combat Cup Johnny Cage and Sonya. There's not a whole lot of fanfare about this, but it is an update. It is worth talking about, so you guys don't want to miss out.
It's going to be awesome. It is going to be spectacular. Yeah. I'm excited, man. This is cool. And then what else we get?
Yeah, so now comes the thing that we were talking about before with Jasper, right?
Is this it? The Quan Chi?
Yeah. Yeah, look, this is a picture that was released on. That's it. That's the guy from Annihilation. That's from the deleted scene.
Interesting.
The unreleased deleted scene with Quan Chi and Shinnok, the alternate ending for Annihilation.
And that's a great.
Man, we all want that to be released so bad too.
This is cool. How did Jasper stumble on this?
That's a good question. I mean, thank you.
I actually know. He told me.
Oh.
Yeah.
So if you want me to share it.
Yeah. No, of course.
So he chased up, very cleverly, chased up the makeup artist who worked on the film. Maybe he thought about looking that person up, like looking for like pictures of Baraka or something. I'm not sure. But he chased up the makeup artist and found out who did it, and then found their work on IMDb, and boom, that was just sitting on IMDb the whole time. If you happen to look up that makeup artist, and know how to come across it.
Yeah, that's right. And I'm trying to remember her name right off the top of my head. It's Michelle something, right?
It's something like that, Michelle or Melissa or something. Yeah.
You know what? I want to get that right. So
one sec, I'll look it up. You talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jasper probably knows. He'll probably share it in the chat.
This is so great. Like, that's such an evil-looking Quan Chi. Like, he looks very Hellraiser. I like it.
Yeah, and then there's other stuff too. Not from her, but from another guy, Sean, right? Sean Harrison, who was also a prosthetics artist for the movie. He shared a lot of stuff with Baraka.
So we're seeing this picture right here, and it looked,
from his Instagram.
Like Baraka's got almost some metallic teeth. I don't know if those are just not painted yet, or if that was supposed to be like that.
All right, I have the name. I'm putting it in the chat now because I'll say it wrong.
Oh, nice.
That's funny.
I'll try and say it.
Thank you.
Lackerstein?
Yeah, Melissa Lackerstein.
Yeah,
Melissa Lackerstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Melissa Lackerstein shared the Quan Chi picture, and Sean Harrison is sharing the Baraka pictures. And if you go to the next image in the sequence, you'll see there's like two more back to back or side by side.
This looks really cool, and I wonder if they were actually gonna have like the metal over his eyes at one point, because it looks like that's like a metal plate kind of over his eyes there.
I think I'm no makeup artist, but I believe that is just temporary, while they contour it specifically for the actor to make sure it lines up with his eyes so he can see.
Yeah, but still, like that, I don't know, like that, it just looks awesome like that. I don't know. But then,
Awesome.
I was really a
Trap
fan.
at the end movie.
I was really a fan of the way Baraka looked in the games. Yeah. And you can't just reuse the exact same procedure for a low-resolution game and use the same mask and just slap it on in a movie. Right. It wouldn't work.
You guys have seen...
In fact, even when Rich DiVigio made that TV appearance on Games Master, they kind of had to redesign the mask and say, okay, this is not going to be filmed for a game. This is not for digitization. This is going to be for TV. So they had to make like a TV version. And they kind of had to reinvent the wheel here. But I think these pictures look great. And in fact, I think these look better than they did in the final version of the movie for whatever reason. But I think these images really show that, hey, they took a lot of time and effort and care. This is not just some cheap Halloween costume they slapped on a guy. This was a lot of painstaking effort to make this a reality.
You guys saw the picture of Richard DiVizio with the game mask, right? I think it was one of the CombatCon photos, and the mask is so bad. I think I've got it.
Are you talking about the red one?
He's like holding up the mask, or he's wearing the mask from the game. It's really bad. It looks nothing like the game. They touched it up big time in the game. Do you know what I mean?
I just feel like when they take the camera and they zoom in and they shrink the images and map it onto like the when they make it that low resolution, the camera just sort of blurs it out and you lose so much detail that it actually looks really good.
I think it was kind of puffy, and I think they kind of just brought it in and just made it more like around the face, the outline of the face, and that made it look less like a mask and more like part of the face. You know,
I really did.
I'm just guessing. But, that's what it looks like to me.
I agree. No, in the game it looked really awesome, and I thought that these pictures they have here, these were a really good adaptation.
These are really cool. I like it.
Not bad.
Yeah. So Jasper, again, shout out to you for tracking down these artists and their social media pages and kind of putting everything and consolidating it in one place. That was really cool. But now we have something else that's also really cool for you guys. And this is sort of the main feature, right, of what we're talking about tonight.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah. Yeah, Luke, you found that picture today, or you shared it today. I guess that was something you found a while ago.
I shared it last night, my time, actually. I'm like, oh, I forgot about this, because it was sitting on my desktop. And I think Alex, who edits Outworld Tours, sent it to me, I think. And he's like, do you want this? And I'm like, no. But, Rigo sent it to me, actually tweeted, like, did you pick it up? And I'm like, I probably should have, right? Because, like, it's funny. Because it's so bad. But I think I can still chase it up. But, yeah.
I hope you do. I hope you do, because, look, this Kombat Ninja Man thing, this is actually a lot more authentic than you would think at first. Because look at it like this. Sub-Zero's song from the Mortal Kombat album is Chinese Ninja Warrior, right? And look at that tag. Look where this costume was. Made in China. Coincidence?
There you go.
Well, the phone number's on the packet, if you look on that tag carefully enough. It's an Australian-style phone number. So I'm sure I can chase it up.
You should buy it, though. And then you should totally wear it for our next stream. You have to. You definitely need to.
I would
do that. Happen, man.
Yes. Yeah, you can be Sub-Zero. You can be Sub-Zero first. That would be awesome.
I'm going to be Sub-Zero? Combat Ninja Man.
Sub-Zero.
Why would I want to be
yeah. You'll be Combat Ninja Man, of course.
With a K.
Of course. All right.
Shout Scorpion. Scorpion Ninja Man.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, is there a yellow Combat Ninja Man?
I don't know. How many ninja
we need to find out.
Are there?
There should be Combat Ninja Men of all colors.
But that one, that outfit,
equal opportunity. We should have a Combat Ninja Woman.
Combat Ninja Woman.
No.
Maybe with weapons like a fan or a sai.
That's awesome.
Oh,
that's
no.
Great. Yes,
we're going down that path.
Oh man, no, that's great. That seriously, I died. I literally died laughing. I had half a hamburger in my mouth from McDonald's. I saw that on Twitter and spit it straight out. Died laughing.
I was tagging as many people as I could on it. I'm like, I'll just tag as many people as I can from the MK team. I'm like, someone will laugh.
I like literally had to catch my breath. It was that great.
Now, I've got a lot of Chinese knockoff products of Mortal Kombat, but I don't have one of these.
Oh.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
I'll have to dig them
So
up.
now we got the Defenders of the Realm discs, right? Now this was...
Oh, dude. Luke, you got to tell
Yeah.
everyone the story of these. How did these come into your possession? Look
Right,
at these
well-
Middle Eastern Mortal Kombat DVDs written in Arabic.
Right. Okay, so this is the full story. And the only reason I have them is because of you, Justin. I don't know if you remember this. So
Yeah.
for a long time, my website had a section called MK DVD, and Justin used to always email me, "Hey man, you got to add this and that." Like, he was really on it. I thought it was really cool. He really helped me out a lot with that section, because at first I had like, these are the Australian ones, and these are the UK ones, and these are the American ones, and it just kept going and going. We just kept adding different covers, like this is Mortal Kombat from here and there. And then he told me about these Middle Eastern ones. And I think I'd mentioned to you at the time that my
And
father
I couldn't get
working-
them, though. I couldn't get them myself.
Yeah, that's right. It's hard to get stuff from over there, you know, unless you
Right.
know someone who knows Arabic. And my dad was working in Oman at the time because he was a civil engineer. And so I'd said to my dad, "Get me these." And like, me saying that to my dad, like, I know how this is going to go. I'm either going to get it or I'm not going to get it. More likely,
In
I'm
one ear,
not
out the
going to
other,
get it.
right?
Well, see, the thing is, like, to us Mortal Kombat fans, we know what this is. I know what all those characters are. To my dad, he doesn't know what
Right.
any of that stuff is.
Yeah.
The only thing
Yeah.
he knows is that. He knows that
Right.
because it was plastered all over my walls. So I told him to get me the Mortal Kombat cartoon DVDs. That's the best way I could dumb it down for my dad, right? I thought there's no chance in hell he's going to find them. And then they come back and they're like, "Well, we found some Mortal Kombat DVD for you, and see if it's it." And I look at it and it's the right thing. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, "Oh my god, this is it!" And then I'm like, "Wait a minute, why is Mortal Kombat Trilogy artwork Luke Kang on the cover with
Right.
the Defenders of the Realm characters?" I'm like, "What's going on here?"
Look how out of place
What the
that
hell?
is.
You know? And yeah, so they're actually not DVDs, believe it or not. They're
Or
actually
VCD.
they're VCDs in a DVD case to look
Right.
like DVDs. But I'm pretty technical. When you put them in the computer, it's literally VCD formatted. It comes up with the AV SEQ file .dat, which is a straight MPEG.
The .dat. Yeah, you can tell it's a VCD, all right.
You can literally
Oh,
rename
wow.
a DAT to an MPEG and it'll play it. You don't even have
Yep.
to think. Yeah, but a DVD is an MPEG-2 file. It's different. You know, you got your video and audio TS folders and that. So these are
And
very
the
low
bobs.
res, low quality. You know, you put it in there and it plays the intro, and the intro is like madness crazy because they've edited it out. They've had to they added logos over the top. There's like an imitation Warner Brothers logo. It comes up the Weiss Brothers. You know, you've got all the Arabic text, which is fine, you know. And it's just edited wrong. Like, there's a part where they go, "Katana," you know, and then they just show, like, the dragon logo from one episode, which is, like, crazy. You
The
think,
timing is a little off, isn't
it's
it?
off big time. You think, oh, maybe they didn't have the footage. But then, like, 10 seconds later, they have a shot of Katana. Yeah, like, what were you guys doing? You know what I mean? And, yeah. Anyway, that's how I came into contact with them. But there's another photo. If you put up the other one. Do you have the other one?
Yeah, the next one in the sequence actually has the copy of the disc.
Yeah, so you can see all the covers are the same except for that white circle with the 1, 2, 3, 4. I literally just changed the number, right? Now, if you show the other photo, this will make you laugh even harder.
It's up.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, my stream's delayed.
There's a delay.
So there's the photo of the disc there, right? See that 2? That's literally a sticker on top of the
Oh,
CD.
wow.
Yeah, that's if I hold this up, maybe I can get in close enough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
trying to
sticker.
get you a bit
Oh,
of.
wow.
Oh, we
It's-
can see it. My
a
depth
sticker.
perception is on point. I see
Yeah,
it's a sticker.
It is a sticker. So they literally make that disc for all 4 VCDs, and then they're like,
Wow.
"Oh, this is disc 2 sticker. This is disc 3 sticker. This is disc 4 sticker." It's just
Yeah.
very lazily made. I don't know who made these. It comes up. This is what spins my head. It comes up with alwadi.tv, and the email is alwadi@emirates.net.ae. I'm like, how can Emirates be part of this?
It's the United Arab Emirates. You can tell.
But this thing's clearly like copied, like big time. Oh, by the way, the one cover has this new sticker on it.
Well, it's not new anymore, is it?
It's the only one that says new. Like the other ones don't say it. And that was on the outside plastic. I kept that too.
Wait, let's see this.
It says
special offer.
It's a special offer because it was a 4-pack. They were all 4 were together. So
and did you say that your dad had to look around for these, or were they just sitting right there in the airport?
Oh, wow.
They were just sitting right there in the airport. Because I know my dad. He probably would have walked home there, went, "There's no Mortal Kombat here," walked off. He must have just been like, it's just one of those things where the stars align, Justin.
That's awesome.
So that's how I came to get them. You know, they kind of line up sideways like Deception.
Yeah, well, you know, we've got a pretty big worldwide following. I know there's Arabic fans of Mortal Kombat, Arabic-speaking fans. I've reached out and talked to them before to translate Arabic for us. So maybe if there's anything in here that you're kind of wondering about, we can kind of get somebody to take a look for us and tell us what it means. Yeah, it'd be interesting to have someone double check like the names when they come up in Arabic. Well, let's do this. We actually have the theme song ready. Can you cue that up very easily, Ryan?
Is it in the file folder?
It's in.
Oh,
yes,
it's in the media
DOTR.
player.
And you see intro and credits. Run intro first.
Intro. Okay,
credits.
give me just one second here, and we'll go and play it. Here we go. Oh wait, hang on. Is it? Wait, I don't think that's it. This is. Oh wait, that's Outworld Tours intro. Okay, hang on. I got the wrong one.
Oh, it's in the DOTR folder.
Let me see here if I can pull that up. Give me just a minute here. I'll see if I can get it.
That's all right.
Let's see. Twitter.
We've got so much stuff lined up for tonight's episode. If you're just joining us, welcome. We covered the MK news a little bit earlier. We're going to cover Outworld Tours later on in the show. But before we do that, we have some exciting Defenders of the Realm Arabic translation stuff to share. It's pretty good.
I do know some people who speak Turkish and stuff. Yeah. I should ask them what this stuff says.
Turkish is totally different. Like I know people who speak Turkish too. It's totally different than Arabic.
But I think they can still read it. I think. I don't know. I could ask.
See, the thing about Turkish is in the 1920s, President John Ataturk officially changed the language so that instead of using Arabic characters, they used the same kind of characters that we have in our alphabet. And he figured that would open up trade relations for Turkey. So everybody born in Turkey after the 1920s doesn't even know the old language. They just know the new language that uses our characters. Okay. Which sort of makes it difficult for them to read Arabic, and it makes it easier for them to communicate with Western countries.
Might have to ask around. I might know some other people. See, if I get it translated, I'll let you guys know.
It's in parent directory. I found
awesome.
It. Oh, wait. Oh, it says you're not.
Yeah,
it's not. Hang on.
Now our overlay. Oh, there we go.
I'm trying to find it. Is it? Oh, that's the one. Okay.
DOTR?
I'll go ahead and add it in.
Yep.
Oh,
no problem.
Oh, here we go. Intro, and then credits. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do this, guys. This is going to be pretty sweet.
Oh, with this
you guys are in for a ride, believe me. It's pretty... The editing's pretty crazy in this. Like,
my favorite is the ending, but I won't say anything more about it until after.
So we're gonna do the intro first, right? Okay, let me try to load this up here. Let's see. Oh boy.
منذ قديم الأزل والصراع قائم بين قوى الخير وقوى الشر في هذا العالم وها هي قوى الشر
out properly here because we got this whole thing going. Just bear with me here.
Whoa!
Yeah, it seems
it's pretty low res.
To be a little low res here, so I'm just gonna take this image so I can, scale it properly.
Scale it.
I'm moving the wrong thing. Let me...
All right, I'm going to plug in my headphones so I can follow along with you here.
I actually had to stretch it up because it was like 288 by...
kind of set this up here, so bear with me. Everyone's seeing live editing on the stream. I assure you it's all good. Okay, here we go. Now we're ready. And play.
منذ قديم الأزل والصراع قائم بين قوى الخير وقوى الشر في هذا العالم، وها هي قوى الشر تستغل كل ما توصل إليه العلم من تقدم في علم الذرة والطاقة الكامنة والكمبيوتر في سبيل تحقيق مآربها وسيطرتها. ولكن هناك أبطال يسعون لخير الأرض والبشرية، والذين قبلوا هذا التحدي ضد قوى الشر. يوكانغ، كيتانا، ساب زيرو، جاكس، سونيا بلين، نايت وولف، كيفا، سترايكر، رايدن. تابعوهم.
What did I just watch? What did I just see?
I love how they add Raiden at the end of that.
It's like, wait a minute, you guys, what are you doing? That must have been what Luke was talking about earlier.
It was all chopped up. It was all random. I don't know why they made those edits to it. It was better without them. It's hilarious that was what they got over there. But I think it's actually makes a lot of sense that they snuck Raiden in there at the end. Did you see that?
I did.
Raiden isn't part of the original roll call. He's the one talking.
He is now. And did you guys know that Raiden is voiced by Clancy Brown in Defenders of the Realm, who was the corrupt guard in Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah. Well,
he was the bad guy.
He was Lex Luthor in Superman the Animated Series.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's got a great voice, that guy.
It's all pretty interesting and cool, for sure. And I'm still...
So Raiden always has a great voice. Play the end credits?
Let me see if I can I can pull that up here. I think I can. Let's see. Bear with me. Okay, end credits. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I think I have it right here. Okay, and oh god, I can't believe I'm putting us through this again. But here we go. What did I just watch?
I love the way it gets halfway through and they're like, oh, we ran out of music. Quick, let's just loop it again.
Yeah. Not a seamless loop at all. So obviously, the number of names that they're displaying on the credits, they're not enough. So it takes longer to get through them. And instead of just keeping the credits the same as the international release, they just make them longer. Yeah. What the hell?
Yep, they just basically got that background, that dragon background, just painted out one of the names or grabbed it in between name flashes and then put their text over the top.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and they didn't even think to like keep the names the same and match it up so that the timing will be exactly the same. No, just ran out of room and just said, okay, we'll just double it up.
Great. That's seriously great.
Oh man, I love it.
Resize everything here, so bear
I love it
for the next portions. I'm just getting ahead.
All right. Before we go into any Outworld Tours videos, I would like to
absolutely.
show some of the next images that we have in the sequence, because we have the logo.
Yes.
And all kinds of cool stuff. Like however we want to show it or present it, like whatever.
Insane.
But I think the logo is awesome.
Of course, yeah. Outworld
so just
Tours,
so people know what we're getting into here.
And this is such a great design, man. I love this. This is awesome.
Yep. So the logo was made by Alex, who's my editor. He does pretty much everything on the show. I'm just the actor, to be honest. You know, he's great with Photoshop. He's great with video editing. He does that for a job. You know, he's very inspired. He has a great creative vision, a real deep creative vision of something. Like, when I'll do something, I'm just like, I'll make it gold and it'll be cool. You know, but he'll like, no, it's got to have a shadow cast and it's got to be a light this way. And then he sees the whole picture. You know, so when he does something, and the logo, you might even realize from looking at it, it's inspired slightly by the NetherRealm logo. Yeah. You know, without stepping on their toes, you know. You know, and it's our own logo, so we own all the rights to it and everything.
You can see where the inspiration comes from, but you can also see how you diverged pretty far from it.
Exactly, yeah.
Perfect tribute, yeah.
Yeah, so we didn't want
Warner Brothers
piss off anyone. You know, we just wanted to do our own little fan project. And
if you pay careful attention, you can see that Outworld Tours is written in the same font as Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, but where it says TMKs, that's written in the Mortal Kombat 3 font.
Correct. Yep. So you'll see, and you've got, I believe you have it queued up there, that we have logo concepts where Alex
next one in the queue if you want to bring it up.
These are pretty cool.
So we went through, first there was logo sketch concept, and then there was like the font, like picking the font, which font were we going to go with.
I like how it turned out, though, but these concepts do look pretty cool. But I like how it ended up.
Yeah, so that was actually the font concept after we decided on the logo, but we'll show you the logo concept pictures in a minute. So like after we had the logo locked down, we had to pick which font we wanted to use. And actually I've just shown you one page there, but it's actually a 3-page. I don't know why I didn't save the other pages, but I was going through my stuff last night. I'm like, oh, this is 3 pages, but you get the idea, right? We had all these fonts queued up, and I'm like, I can get you the document if you want. And I actually ticked and crossed it off. I'm like, no. And I ended up just deciding on MK5, which I think Murder made for you guys, right? MK Online?
I don't know if... I think what happened was there was already a font out there, but yeah, Redoink is always he's great at like finding the fonts or creating new fonts when he has to, or manipulating the fonts to make them the same way that they were in the final Mortal Kombat games. He's just brilliant when it comes to all that stuff.
Yeah, and if you know me well enough, you'll know that I've used that font in several places. It's on the TMK shirt. You know, I love that font. I don't know what it is. There's something about it. It's very Outworld. It's very unique. It's not like other fonts. You know, the MK3 font, I see it everywhere. Everywhere. And my brain straight away goes, oh, the MK3 font. Do you know what I mean? But it's not. It's its own font that they just used in MK3. Do you know what I mean? But when I see it, I think MK3, because I'm that warped when it comes to MK.
No, it's funny. It's funny. There's actually a website that I've made a lot of contributions to called Mortal Kombat 3 Font. It's like a Tumblr account. Like, anytime I see the font out in public, I just snap a pic and send it over to them so they can add one more to their collection. Because like you, I kind of see the Mortal Kombat 3 font. It's just everywhere. It's in your face.
the best, this is a bit off topic, but the best thing I sent, and I sent it to Ed once on Facebook, and it was a place called MK2. It was a Chinese place, and he put it on his. He had it on his Facebook for a while. He had like 3 different places that were like from Mortal Kombat, and there was my MK2 for a while sitting up there.
Hey, we got greetings all the way from Japan. We got a viewer. That's awesome.
Yes, Yakuza movie. Thank you for the follow.
Arigato.
We got viewers in Argentina, Australia, Japan, South Korea. It's crazy. We get such a following.
Fatal Cade, you were planning on visiting Japan at some point soon. Am I right?
Japan. That's the end goal in the long scheme of things. Yeah.
Really?
I do have some Japanese things here. Hang on, because we have a Japanese viewer. Let me show you something. We actually have some Japanese
let's
stuff
take a look at this.
with us. Let me bring that right on for you.
My my cousin went to
oh,
Japan and brought me back some cool stuff.
PlayStation.
Here's Mortal Kombat
Sample.
2 Japanese play. Well, I don't know why it says sample. That's probably the wrong case I put it in.
Wow.
But there's some Japanese writing on the back. Look at that. Sony PlayStation exclusive.
Is the sample part of the case, or is it part of the printing on the book?
I may have no, it's a sticker on the case, and that might have been. You know, I think what happened was my case cracked, so I just snapped a case on from something else and
Gave me a heart attack, man. I thought you had a fucking sample or something. I was like, what the hell?
What?
It's Mortal Kombat 3 from Japan.
That's nice.
Yeah, the Japanese Mortal Kombat 3. Now, if you know, well, yeah, you might have seen this somewhere recently, not too long ago. The Japanese Mortal Kombat 3, the announcer actually comes on and, like a translator, says all the bios and the story mode, I mean, everything in Japanese. Yeah. He kind of shouts it, so that's pretty fun. And I've also got Mortal Kombat Trilogy, the Japanese
versions too, right? On YouTube.
You did?
Yes, that's right. I did a video showing all the regional differences. So anything they changed in like the Japanese or the European version from the American one, I tried to show that stuff off. But here's something that I didn't have a chance to get to in the video, so I'm going to release it here. Tell me if this shows up. Can you guys read that okay? Does the camera make it clear?
I can see like Baraka, yeah.
A little bit Baraka.
But it doesn't actually say Baraka. They misprinted it, so it says Bakara.
Oh, Bakara, yeah. B-A-K-A-R-A.
Yeah, there's another interesting typo in here, which I think it's on the previous page. Check this one out. Can you guys make this one out okay?
Mac, that's okay. Smoke's okay. Sector, S-E-C-T-O-R. So with sector spelled with a C?
Yeah, they changed a K to a C. In Mortal Kombat, you're supposed to change the C to a K. They got it backwards. They changed the K to a C. That is sacrilegious. You can't do that.
That's why I like Street Fighter. Mostly.
I don't mind changing Baraka to Bakara. I guess that would be easier to say, but Sector with a C.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So, fun stuff.
Fun stuff. I really want to visit and
Japan over here.
Move there. It's just so more. I don't know. I'm just reading into the culture over there. It's just really cool. So. Yeah, and they're like
they have a really nice culture.
Just the
I'll be
scenery
honest.
out there is pretty beautiful when you get out into the country. So.
Japanese garden.
You should definitely do some reading up on it. You shouldn't just go there without an understanding of what the cultural expectations are.
Wonderful.
But let's bring it back now to some more Outworld Tour stuff, because guys, this is one of the most amazing things I've ever seen from a Mortal Kombat fan. And you know, we've shown a lot of cool fan projects on there, so I'm not trying to belittle anything else that fans have made and contributed, because there's some amazing stuff that's out there. The direction that you take with this, though, you can tell, like so many, you're a real true hardcore fan. Some of the stuff that's out there. Let's see what else we have here. Oh,
so we'll go to the logo.
Out and everything.
The logo.
So go to the logo concept.
Yeah, we
next.
got there's a script.
Well,
but if you want to do the logo concept,
somehow.
you can do that, whichever one.
Oh yeah, we'll show the logo concepts. So we'll show the process that we went through to get to the logo, and then
let's do that.
So here
we'll come back to the script.
We'll come back to the script.
They all look pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
Alex, you guys went through so many.
Yeah, so you can see the idea was coming from, Alex definitely wanted that portal. He knows I love portals. Portal's my favorite stage. NetherRealm logo has a portal, And then I also had, if you watched the original Outworld Tours, I had this thing where I came up like, TMK's Outworld Tours, and it was me doing a pose, and I had like a passport that said Outworld on it with like a plane. Like, and I just photoshopped the planet and made it like purple and, you know, real bad, you know. But he took up some of those ideas and made them sort of like travel stamps, like sort of like what you see in passports, you know. And that's sort of where it started. The first, you can tell by the first 4, they look like sort of stamps more so, like in a passport, you know. And then it kind of evolved from there. You got the size coming in the bottom too. And then if you go to like the next page,
that's loaded. So yeah, I know there's a delay. I know.
Yep. Sorry, I've got a delay, so I
cool.
have to wait. But yeah.
But I love all these, especially the one with the skull in it.
Yeah, it was really hard to pick. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think. Here he was going through maybe a Survivor sort of inspired.
Yeah, it does.
I don't know. That reminds me of the Survivor logo. I have to ask him. The first 3, for sure, kind of look like Survivor. Do you know what I mean? And then you can see that 4th one is sort of almost getting to where it ends up in terms of shape and like.
Oh, yeah, where it's not a circle. It's more like a badge.
More like a shield. Yeah. That's right. And then it goes back to being circle again. Yeah. So. You can see Alex was playing with all the different concepts. Yeah, the skull one's really cool. The last page is where it really comes home, though.
Yeah, so Fadokate, if you show the next one here, I love these, and I see there's only 5 on this one, but man, all these, it's so hard to choose, but this is where I can see you're getting your final concept sort of pinned down here.
Exactly, yeah. And the good thing about Alex is he'll show me all these and be like, which ones do you like? You know what I mean? Like, he drew all these. And I really like that first one still a lot. The first one on the last page.
Yeah.
It pops, you know, but that last one just had a bit more. Just had a bit of the skulls and a bit of the ground and, you know. It wasn't just like a skull and, you know, it was a bit more depth in the logo, like, if you think about it. So... that was the process of the logo, you know. That's where it ended up. So, you know, and you can see we did these logos in the 20th of April in 2013. So, just to show you guys, this has been going on a long time.
But Yakuza movie is talking about like, well, why delay it so long? It's probably a lot of work, and it's like, yeah, I mean, you don't just sit down and make a logo and say, okay, that's what we'll do. We'll just slap it on. You guys went through 17 different logos before you settled on the last one. Yeah. Like, my goodness, this is so much effort.
Yeah.
So much effort.
The main reason for the delay, it shouldn't have taken longer than a year to do the whole thing. But the thing is that Alex has a job where he does all this sort of stuff. He does concepts and Photoshop and video editing as a job, as a paid work. And I'm friends with Alex. Like, we're friends, you know.
This is more of a labor of love.
Yeah, so, like, when he had time to do... a side project, like a web series, this is what he would do. And then suddenly someone will be like, I need this done. You know what I mean? And my thing would just be like, sorry.
You'd go to the back burner. Yeah.
It's just side, you know what I mean? And so it wasn't expected that it would just keep happening, but it did. It just picked up for him. And he just had to keep doing these projects and keep bringing in the money and understand because, you know, he's doing this for me for free. Like, this is a collaborative project. None of us are making any money out of it. We're putting money into it, you know. And you know, it started with a logo, and then scripts, and then filming episodes, and then audio recording and dialogue recording, and then editing. There is a lot of work, but it shouldn't have taken longer than a year. Like, if we just did that and nothing else, no problem. But just
but how realistic is that?
With his schedule, just pushed it back months and months and months, you know. And that's just how it is. Yeah. But, you know, the thing that's great is even though it sucks that it's had to take this long to get to it, the quality of the work is really good.
Right. And, you know, there's like one of those inspirational quotes that always kind of stuck with me, which is, no one will remember how fast you did a job, but everyone will remember how well you did a job. That's and correct. I really believe that, especially when it comes to something like this, you really want it done properly and you want it done it right. You don't want a rush job. So kudos to you for sticking with it. Can you show us the script? I know it was kind of like back a couple into the sequence.
Yeah, bring the script back up. And while you do that, I'll tell you another little behind-the-scenes thing. When we did the first episode, you might remember the one that Alex did first was the last one where I fight evil TMK in the first series.
Yeah.
And there's a part where I get kicked, and I go back through all the stages, and I come flying out the door into the Deadpool, the concrete door. You know what I mean? Alex just, off the top of his head, just said that as a joke. Oh, wouldn't it be funny if you got kicked back through all the levels that you just did a tour of? And I was just like, okay, that's brilliant. Okay.
Like yeah,
think of that. Like, and he goes, oh, no, I was just throwing it out there. I'm like, no, you got to do it. I go, that's awesome. And he goes, oh, we'll see. It's a time thing. And I go, no, you have to do it. I go, that's funny. And I go, and I said, there's this door even in the Deadpool. There's this like door you never see open, like this concrete door. Wouldn't it be cool? I go flying back through and I explode out the door, you know, and then I get back up and I run back into Shao Kahn's arena. I'm like, wouldn't that be awesome? And I pushed him for it, and that's how we got it in there. And that's still to my favorite. To this day, that's my favorite part of the end of the first season.
That sequence was it started out like it was a funny thing, but it ended up being like awesome to watch. And it's funny, like when you have an idea that you think is funny, it might end up being just not funny, but actually awesome and just really cool. Sometimes it goes the other way. Sometimes you can come up with something that turns out hilarious. So
and there was a lot of technical. I should have sent it to you. There's a shot of me where I had to do that sideways running. It's hard to run on green screen because you got this much room. And there was a time when I wanted to buy this. There was this treadmill on eBay Australia that someone had painted green, and I was like this close to buying it. I wish I bought it. The whole thing was painted green, so you can just green screen out the whole treadmill, and you got the natural running. It's hard to do, believe me. You think, I can run on the spot, but it looks fake. And so Alex is like, I'm going to do this a whole different way. He made me turn sideways, and then he made me get the green screen. He put a pole under the sheet, and I had to hold up the green screen right up to my crotch. And he literally, I was sideways like this, and I had the green screen pole up like that, and he cut. The reason was he didn't want my other leg showing. He cut my front leg out. He didn't want the back leg showing. He wanted the sheet in front of the other leg. And then he doubled it up. He then cloned the leg.
Wow.
And he made it a run cycle.
And that's why it looks so much like the video game graphics. Like those movements, I just thought that was you trying to like hold your body and contort it in such a way that you're mimicking the video game graphics. But you guys really went all out with editing to force it.
I remember when he suggested it, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I had this like deleted slate from the first season with the credits where I copied the Mortal Kombat 2 one where we had the 4 pictures of the people who worked on the game. If you beat it, you know, with like 4 credits.
Like in the Saturn and the PlayStation ports, yeah.
Yeah, it's in an arcade as well. But and I had a shot of me like doing that face. I was like screwing my face up because I'm like, this is weird, you know.
Yeah.
And then I had 4 photos of everyone who worked on it, but we didn't end up putting that in. But yeah, like he came up with that, and I'm like, how do you come up with this stuff? I would have never have thought of that. Like, you know, he's just that creative.
Right, so I see the script up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
It shows that you're doing a lot of martial arts poses, and we'll actually show some of those photos here as well in a minute. But who did the voice narration for this?
His name's Daniel Knight.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He's got a very good narrator voice. It's perfect. It's exactly what you want to hear.
So all the people who did voices in the show are all voice actors that we see. Alex knows so many people because he's a great, lovable guy. He works hard, and he's just everyone likes Alex. Do you know what I mean? Like Alex gets along with everybody. You know, as far as I know, right? So he has a great network. Like he without Alex. Like, even if I knew how to do all the editing he did, like, he was able to reach out to someone to get that music done and the voice actors and just put it all together. And he's just great at he's a very logistical person and just knows how to do all that, you know. And with that network, we were able to do these. We did all the voice recording in one day.
Wow.
One day. So we literally recorded the whole show in one day. Every line except my lines, because my lines are recorded when I'm on the green screen. Those characters are characters that aren't green screened in. They're the Mortal Kombat sprite. You know.
Oh man, I got to give a shout out to Outworld, one of your Australian compatriots who just joined the channel.
We're gonna have a beer soon.
In fact, Outworld, your name was being bandied about by somebody in the chat earlier, man. Somebody was actually talking about how, oh, cool, you have TotalMK here. Don't forget about Outworld. He's Australian too. And it's like, oh, I have a feeling he might be coming in.
Oh yeah, movie dude.
Hey, Corey's in too.
Man,
hey,
this
Corey.
is great. Movie dude, that is Movie Dude 18. When he comes in here, he's MK Dude 18, which I think is awesome.
Actor interviews and everything. That was a lot of fun. But yeah,
that was fantastic. Yeah, I'm still getting through all that. It's an hour and a half long.
Sargon just joined. Welcome, Sargon. Yeah. Too bad, dude. You just missed the Arabic stuff. We're gonna have to ask you to translate for us later.
Yeah, why not?
But
oh man, we showed the Defenders of the Realm theme song in Arabic earlier. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny the changes they had to make.
Talking about this,
but now we've moved on and we're back to talking about Outworld Tours,
which is I mean, this is like legit, like typed up. Who typed all this up, man? Jeez, like you can tell he's like a professional because you can see how he's got everything laid out in the proper way. Like, it's awesome. Yeah. This is like how they would do a real script. And look, Movie Dude is in the channel, so he can see there's like a movie script going on for Outworld Tours. It's like, yeah, this is well done. This is well put together.
I'll tell you something. So my friend network, it's me, Alex, Adam, Mark are like my closest friends, right? And there's a there's a movie I worked on in Melbourne that had Jamie Bamber in it from Battlestar Galactica. So he's a pretty big actor. You know, and that was my friend Mark's friend's movie. And so we were like second unit guys, all of us. Like me, Alex, Adam, you know, and we were doing like blood effects and stuff. So, you know, we have our fingers in all these pies, you know what I mean? Like, we help out here and there and do what we can. Sometimes Alex is asked to borrow my lights. I'm like, yeah, just take them, you know, whatever, the green screen, you know. We just help each other out, you know, and that's how we work so well on a project like this.
Awesome. Yeah, it takes a lot of people. It takes people working in concert with together, and I think you guys have that.
Who is this Scott Howell guy?
Scott.
He keeps coming.
Howell?
He keeps coming into the stream.
We've got a Scott here. I don't know. I don't know, but he's asking where can we watch season 1? Can I give out the address?
Yeah.
It's right here.
Well, that will take. Yeah. If you go to that website, it will show you the last episode of season 1, which is edited like season 2. I mean, everything before then I did myself. It's real bad, to be honest. But, you know, it was fun, right? And it set up what we're doing now. So I can't hate on it totally. Yeah. But I look at it now and I cringe because, like, the quality we have now is, like, through the roof. And the quality back then is, like, I just got my green screen. What could I do with it sort of thing?
Well, speaking of green screen, Fatalcade, if you want to show the next image, or I guess it's now, like, 3 ahead of you, but it's pretty cool. We've got TotalMK busting a move in front of the green screen.
Like, this is so well done. Like, the lighting looks legit. Yeah, man, this is... It's... Yeah.
It's Alex again. Alex is the man. Okay, so these 3 poses you're seeing, and we'll show the video in a minute, our intro sequence, which we did after we shot all the episodes. Alex was like, I think we need an intro to each episode to sort of like make it cool, right? To build it up a bit, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's cool. And he's like, I'm thinking, you know, you could do all these martial arts poses. And I'm like, but I suck at martial arts. you know, so I'm terrible at this stuff. I'm sure someone who knows martial arts will be looking at this going, that's all wrong, you know? But, you know, I was literally just thinking of stuff from the game that I could copy. Like the middle one is me doing like Ermac's telekinetic lift, you know, from Ultimate MK3, you know, and the last one, I think it's called Snake. That's Shang Tsung's sort of pose from Deadly Alliance. I remember that.
Deadly Alliance, yeah. I recognize his fighting stance here.
And the first one, I think Katana's.
The first one looks like Reptile.
Might be Reptile. I don't know. Was it Katana had Eagle Claw?
She did have Eagle Claw, yeah.
I might have mixed them up. I don't know. It's just what popped in my head. But these ones weren't used. So I gave you guys these. There's a whole bunch.
So these are a bunch that never made it into the series at all.
So this is an exclusive for you guys. No one's seen any of this
Thanks
stuff
for
yet.
sharing
I'm giving
this
it to
all
you guys
man.
first.
This is really stuff.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
Well, if we're going to do something, we got to do it. We got to do it right?
Yeah, we got to do it big.
Yeah, that's right. You know, and you guys have helped me out with all the, you know, tour stuff we did in Chicago, and you know, so when you asked me to come on and show this stuff, I wanted to show you guys a decent chunk of behind the scenes
deal for the.
Oh man, I gotta get to CombatCon. I don't know, it's gonna be a struggle this year. We'll see how we go.
Yeah, thanks, Obama.
But yeah, those are the cutting room floor images that didn't make it into the intro. But if you run the intro video now, you'll see the intro, and I overlap the ones we did use in the video at the same time. So you'll be able to see the green screen photo and how it ended up in the video. And that's literally...
Look at this. Look at this all queued up professionally. I love this.
Intro BTS. That's
the
so
file, it should be just called intro. That's.
It's not popping up yet. I haven't clicked play. I'm waiting on you to tell me.
Yeah, but I'm seeing just one.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing the music.
All right.
One.
It's okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to play? Do you want me to play the intro
Sorry,
now,
I'm behind.
do you want me to
hold
hold
is weird because Australia's in front of you guys. How's that work?
I know. Just play it. Okay.
I can't see it. Yeah, just play it. Yeah, just do it.
Let's do
it. You guys gotta see
it. The boundaries between worlds have always been difficult to find and dangerous to traverse. But legend tells of a traveler, a fanboy whose knowledge of Mortal Kombat was such he was able to traverse the realms and enter Outworld. They called him TMK, and today he will be your guide on Outworld Tours!
That's awesome. That's awesome, by the way. That intro is absolutely on point. Great stuff.
Yeah, it's great. First time I saw it, I was like, oh my god. That looks amazing.
The animated version of the logo is just so amazing. I mean, honestly, you see the static logo, and it's like, yeah, that's just their logo. Yeah. But then the fact that it's got like every part of it is animated in some way. It's like, wow, you guys really went all out for this.
Yeah. He loves doing that stuff. He's like, I'm going to have it come together. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be like, you know,
awesome,
and then
man.
it's going to
turned out amazing.
Full zoom and, you know. Yeah, it really did.
And I see here people in the chat who are just seeing this for the first time. People are blown away by this stuff.
They are.
I mean, honestly,
yeah, I can play it again.
Do you guys want to see it again? Do you want to see it a second time? Because I kind of do.
Let's play.
Yeah, it was just so cool.
The boundaries between worlds have always been difficult to find and dangerous to traverse. But legend tells of a traveler, a fanboy whose knowledge of Mortal Kombat was such he was able to traverse the realms and enter Outworld. They called him TMK, and today he will be your guide on Outworld Tours!
Yeah, it's so good. Like, the intro looks so awesome, man. That's great.
It's great. Yeah, I remember when Alex was working on the logo, he'd sent me like previews of like the logo coming together different ways and stuff, and you know, and that's the one we went with in the end. And then we did all the audio design on it. You know, as you get the zoom, you get some of like the little kind of laser sounds like as it sort of goes through, and just there's a lot of audio treatment on it to like really like send it home as well. And you guys, for anyone watching, they'll be able to watch episode 1 from that link that we can give out like at the end or whenever.
It's so good.
You know, you'll be able to watch the full first episode.
Man. I'm such a fan of Outworld Tours. I love it. I love this stuff.
Are you all from Australia?
We have a question from Multilater. He wants to know if everybody on the Outworld Tours team is right there in Australia working with you locally.
Yes, everyone who's worked on Outworld Tours are like friends of myself or Alex. Like, so you'll hear him later on. But Shah Khan is my best friend, Mark. He's got a good deep. He's got a good.
Couldn't
deep
get
voice.
Steve Ritchie, huh?
I asked him.
What?
He said no. He said no.
Oh,
yep.
Fair enough.
That's why I credited him in the first season credits. I said, thanks for replying. You know, I know you couldn't do it. Sort of like maybe some legality or something. You know, but I did ask Steve Ritchie. Yeah. I was really hoping I could have got some lines, just some like TMK wins or something. You know.
Would have been, yeah, would have been very cool.
It would have been epic, and I was kind of sad I couldn't get Steve Ritchie because I'm a huge fan. But you know, my friend Mark did a good job. You know, and I made sure he came back for the second season too. He's got a deep voice, so you want people with a deep voice. You do a bit more audio treatment on it, and you get that menacing sort of Shah Khan sound, or awesome, as close to Steve Ritchie as you can get. And then I think
there's some other shots here in the PowerPoint as well of you here with the micro. Is that a microphone? Looks like. Yeah.
This is the sound. Yep. This is the soundstage stuff that he's talking about.
Yeah. So sometimes we do green screen stuff, and we'd realize we needed to record a line, like, and you might not have seen it on the green screen, or the sound was bad, or I've kind of forgotten. You know, I don't remember which lines, but there'd be times.
What kind of mic is this?
That's a good question. I don't know, actually, because where we did this recording is where the music for Outworld Tours was made, and it was his music studio, you know, and he had all this audio equipment there, and he really knows his stuff. And like, there'd be times I'd have to just record a line, you know, and this was on green screen day. One of the episodes we were shooting, I had to record a line. And then later on, when we were editing the audio for some of the episodes, I then had to record a line or a giggle or a laugh or a sound effect or something. Do you know what I mean? So I've recorded lines at another place as well, like just throw in lines that they throw into the editing, you know.
So you're at two different places. You just pop in wherever it's convenient for you at that time, and they mix it after the fact.
We shot this thing in 3 different locations. Like the first episode was shot in the place I used to live in, and two of the episodes were shot in a secret location. I can't even tell you guys. And the third one was shot in this studio, which is where we shot.
Was this like an Australian government thing that's classified?
No, it's just, you know, I'm told I can't share it really, but like,
was it like a video game developer and you could get in trouble?
No, it wasn't a video game developer.
It was a movie studio.
I can't say.
All right.
Yeah, you'll never get the answer, you know. But the last of the group of episodes was all shot where that photo's taken, you know. And we have some footage later, and you'll see there was a bit of a struggle. Like, it takes me a while to nail down a line because I'm not an actor. You know what I mean? I'm not. And I'm kind of dyslexic. I get things backwards a lot. Like, there was one line where I had to say, you know, Khan's coming from Earthrealm, and I kept saying Outworld because, like, I think I know he's from Outworld, but the line was the other way around, and I kept stuffing it up, and it took like, you know, 5 takes to get it right. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you know, it kind of reminds me of that movie, The Disaster Artist, where the guy's like, "I did not hit her. I want
to see that. I haven't seen it yet. I really want to see that.
And then he comes in one time, and he's like, "I hit her."
Because I saw The Room when no one knew about it. My friend told me about, you got to see this movie, and we were laughing our heads off. And then it blew up as this big cult thing, and I really wanted to see Disaster Artist, and it just disappeared from the cinemas here so fast. I don't think anyone was watching it or something. I don't know. Or it did really well at the start and then dropped off. I don't know, but I didn't get there in time, so I need to pick it up on home video. But
you should. You absolutely should. I saw it. I highly recommend it because I saw The Room before. I can't say I saw it before it was cool. You know, I saw it after it blew up, but it was well worth it. And The Disaster Artist, if you think about what it is, it's a bunch of Hollywood big shots making fun of a guy who wanted to join their club and they wouldn't let him. And now they're just mocking him. Yep. It's like, how can you do this to him? But they did it, and he's cool with it. He even made a cameo at the end. So it's like, okay, this is what's happening.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing that. But yeah, that's just generally like how we like do the production. And going back to that question, yeah, like all the people who worked on Outworld Tours live in Melbourne.
Yeah,
they're all friends of me or Alex. Mostly Alex, really, because like he pulled the production together. You know what I mean? And Alex knows me. So.
Awesome. Well, do you have any more exclusive videos that we should show?
We do. Let me just. Sorry, I'm a bit unprepared. We've shown scripts, we've shown logos. Yes, do you want to show?
Yes, let's get to that.
The poster. So we made a poster.
The video of the poster, I believe.
Oops. Did I forget to give you the poster? My bad. Oh, that's right. That's right. No, I got it. It was just in a video.
For the poster.
No. There's a JPEG.
I'll pause it when we see it.
Well, it's in the video. I guess you can show the video. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. So the video is the behind the scenes of the poster. So, but the poster's in the end. So what happened is the first shot that came up in the video that was a still image. I literally went on Google Maps and I was just like clicking around the city, like the Melbourne CBD. I don't know if you guys know, Melbourne CBD is a perfect grid pattern, and all the streets are named after, like, you know, royalty. Like you got, you know, Elizabeth Street, Queen Elizabeth. You got Queen Street. You got, you know, Lonsdale, Little Lonsdale. Anyway, it's a perfect grid pattern, the CBD. If you ever look on Google Maps, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I moved the camera around, and what I needed was some skyscrapers, and I needed a big space as well to put the portal in, because I had this whole idea for the poster. And I actually found that. I'm going to go grab it in a minute. I found the piece of paper last night where I just scribbled this idea on it for the poster. I said, can we do a poster? You know, and then I looked around and found that spot, and that's the corner of Spring and Little Lonsdale Street in Melbourne. And it's perfect because it's got a downward incline. So the skyscrapers, you get a bit of height on them, and you've got that big space so we can add our portal. And you can see there the final version of the poster which Alex threw together. You know, so that's Alex shooting me there on location. I remember the funny thing was I had to change my shirt in the street. So I literally like, you know, I'm flabby and white, you know, so I like ripped my shirt off, and there's this girl walking past and she just looks at me like, ugh! And I'm like,
great.
How's it going?
It's like, yeah, thanks a lot.
You know? I put the shirt on, you know, and which is the shirt I'm wearing now. And then Alex took a whole bunch of photos, and yeah.
Dude, it really did come out great, and it's very easy for someone to just look at it and say, yeah, that's a cool poster. But the way you like had to scout out the perfect location, and you knew how you wanted it to come out, and you realized that you had to look on Google Maps and look at the right spot, and you had to figure out exactly where to go based on that. Really amazing. Really amazing stuff. And this came out probably exactly how you had it in your head. Am I right?
Exactly, because, you know, as much shit as that second movie gets, Annihilation, there's a lot of inspiration on this poster from Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Really?
The start, how they all jump through the portal. I always loved that. I thought that was awesome.
Well, you know what I always loved was in the original MK3, where there's that picture where the portal opens up and you see all the souls like leaving people's body, or you see them all glowing green and being sucked up right into the portal.
And that's the other inspiration. It was kind of both, to be honest.
Yeah.
But when Alex first did it, the hole in the middle of the portal wasn't there. It was just sort of like a fiery swirl. Mm-hmm. And I said to Alex, I said, nah, there needs to be a hole, like, and there needs to be a purple light coming through from the other side.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because I said Outworld's purple.
Outworld is purple.
Where is it?
I don't care what they say with Mortal Kombat X. Outworld is purple.
What do some teenagers know who've
Outworld's purple?
There, you know?
Just say it.
Come on. We all know Outworld's purple. It's a fact. It is.
Outworld's purple. And the other thing on the poster, I said to Alex, there has to be some fire in the windows and some smoke coming out of the buildings. At first, there wasn't any sort of like damage in the buildings.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm like, we need to just have
to be...
something, you know, there have to be smoke or a crack or something, you know, because like Earth's under attack, right? So we added, or Alex added that damage, you know. And the final thing that was a bit of a challenge in the poster is the fact the street, you know, because I'm in Australia, right? We drive on the other side of the road, and we had a car in the photo parked on the other side of the road, you know. And I'm like, oh. And Alex cut it out. If you look, see, he's put it on its side, and it's in a hole in the road. So we got
man, you had to make sure all the details were perfect for this one.
Yeah, because I knew it was America. I'm like, well, I live in Australia. How am I going to do this?
Yeah.
You know, so we were lucky on the day of shooting. There wasn't like a lot of cars. I think in that first photo, the street was full of cars, and then we just by happenstance we went there to shoot it, and you know there wasn't much around. I think just that 4-wheel drive, which we ended up just cutting out and putting on its side there.
Exactly.
Outworld is purple.
Exactly.
Outworld knows,
and he
Outworld
would know.
knows what I'm talking about.
Outworld is purple.
Because he's got Outworld.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And we shot this, I think, in 2013 or 14, the poster. You know, and Alex did all the Photoshop for it again. Something I couldn't do on that level, you know. He even treated the logo again and made it sort of look stone, which is kind of cool. Right. Kind of matches the urban sort of concrete jungle sort of style of Mortal Kombat 3, you know.
Yeah.
And that's how he thinks. Everything's like connected, you know.
Well, he seems like he has a really good grasp of the subtle details as well as the big picture. So I'm sure he's just a great guy to partner with and work with on something like this.
Fantastic. And he puts up with me too, because I clown around a lot on the green screen, you know what I mean? I get a bit ADD, I guess, or something, I don't know. And like having to do the same line over and over and over again, and then a tram goes ding, 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 and ruins the whole take. And you're just like, oh, you know, and I get mad, and then I stuff up the next line because of it, you know, and like, he has to put up with it.
Just imagine TotalMK being hired as Kano, and he comes out of the temple, hello, baby.
That should be a future project where they edit TotalMK into the actual movie scenes. I think that would be fun. You know what I mean?
I'll do the movie. Call my agent, Warner Brothers. I'm on board.
Hey, you know what, TotalMK? I would love to see you working with Lyndon Ashby, where you just mess everything up, and Lyndon just kind of looks like, this is where you fall down.
Where do you get these guys? The press says, I don't know how to do this stuff.
And you land like on a spiked pit, like fatality, and he just kind of like is frustrated with you, not concerned. Just where do you get these guys?
I'm not doing it again. What do you mean you're not doing it? I mean, I'm not doing it again.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was like the little behind the scenes thing I put together for the poster, just to show you that's me on the street and sort of how it ended up. And, you know, yeah.
Oh man, so.
Well, that was the video for that. I've still got a few other things.
Oh,
There's the sound effects mixing
already, I believe.
Picture.
Let's see. Yeah, is this? Oh, I've got you and the microphone again.
Might not. It's not in the other thing. So there was a shot of the the episode 1 with all the sound cues. It shows how we do the sound editing.
Let me take a look.
It's literally an Excel file sort of thing. Do you have that one? You might not have that one queued up. It's not in the other one. Oops.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, it's just a straight JPEG. It's in the sound mixing folder.
And TotalMK, people are already impressed with what they've seen. They said it looks awesome, and I don't even think the best is yet to come. I think you've got some other stuff queued up for tonight that's going to blow people away.
We have a 6-minute preview coming up for everyone watching.
And I haven't even seen this one yet because I wanted to watch it on stream and give you my genuine reaction. So I am super excited about this one.
Yeah, I'm just showing you guys the behind the scenes first, and then we're going to show you guys the six minutes from the show, and you're going to get a little snippet from each episode except the last one.
You guys want to keep the last one under wraps, huh?
We do, and it's being worked on at the moment, so that one's still being worked on. The others are kind of locked down. There's a few things that need to be changed on them, but he'll put together a sheet for an episode, right?
Right.
And so it'll be like episode 1, and you'll see the intro. The first thing that has to happen is the music needs to play.
Right.
The music that you guys heard, the background, you know, and then you got the voiceover, and then there's a timestamp next to each sound, like a punch sound, or me hitting the ground, or me doing this and that. Excuse me. Then he sends me the sheet, and then I go through all those sounds, and if there's one of those sounds in the Mortal Kombat game, I use the sound from the Mortal Kombat game.
Cool.
If there's not, we then rely on our sound editor to source that sound.
Really?
Like if it might be a steel cling or something that we don't have or something. So that's the part of the episode's editing that I do is...
Well, if you're like me,
sourcing the sounds, you know.
If you're like me, you already have like all the Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4 Deadly Lines. You already have them extracted and in a folder somewhere, just for when that project comes up where you need them.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, when we did the last episode of the first season, when Shao Kahn goes, "You will fight yourself," and you know the staff glows, and then you know the evil me appears, and then you hear the crowd go. That crowd sound effect was hard for me to get from the original games. Like it was hard to get like a good quality one.
Right.
And then that arcade collection came out, which is funny enough because I bagged it for how bad the sound is.
For the audio quality, right.
But there was a really good quality version of that sound, and that's where it came from.
Nice.
We used it in that episode. You know, I don't think the game manages the sound right, but the sounds are there. You know, but anyway.
All the assets are there. It just warps them somehow. It doesn't play them properly with the engine.
Yeah, because I knew if I extracted that crowd sound effect from the old PC game, back then sound cards were relatively new and the kilohertz rate was very low, like 11,000 or 8,000. Whereas when you do something today, you're getting like 44,100 or 3,800. You know, you're getting 3,800, whatever. You're getting like a high quality version. So I went to the arcade collection and extracted all the sounds, and it took me ages because they extract as sound something .sound node. You know, I had to like rename them all, and
you really have to go through and find exactly what you're looking for, but it was worth it.
One sound of the crowd going
you know? I hear you, man.
That's awesome.
So yeah, once I do that sheet, I find as many sounds as I can, and then I give it to Alex. I'm like, this is what I could find, and then we go to our sound editor's house, and you know, we joke and goof around, and we watch the episode over and over and over and over again, and just keep adding the sounds, and that takes a day too, pretty much, you know. And we have lunch in the middle somewhere, but you know, we sit there and like, nah, this sound needs to be higher pitched, needs to be lower pitched, needs to go longer, needs to start a second longer, needs to start earlier, you know, and then he has to do all that, and then we just keep playing it over and over again until we get it all right, you know. And you'd think it wouldn't be like a big thing, but when you've got other sounds playing at the same time, it becomes logistical. You have to play with levels on sounds and stuff when you're mixing with other sound at the same time.
Yeah, it's also hard if you've been watching like 8 or 9 different versions of the same thing. You kind of get lost and you forget which change you just made and where exactly you're working with, and sometimes you got to take a break and come back to it the next day or something.
Right.
Yeah, so we each episode we literally got the sound locked down in one day.
That's amazing. No, that's a lot of work.
So we've done 8 episodes, and I'll need to go back for the last one, the 9th one, and that's going to be a big one, probably. And once the sound's locked down, it's all good, you know. So yeah, and that's just a bit of behind the scenes on how we do sort of the sounds.
That's awesome.
Now we got a video that you can play now. The OTS 2D recording BTS.
Yes, I have.
Oh, what's this one about?
So this one is behind the scenes doing the sound and some of the dialogue recording. So you'll see our music composer, the hardware that he composed on, and I've got photos of some of his keyboards and panels and stuff. I don't know anything about them.
Wow.
All I know is one is called the Scorpion, which made me laugh. I'm like, that's fitting.
Yeah.
You'll see it in the picture.
Right.
And yeah, there's a big Outworld Tours folder. That's not even mine. That's Alex's folder. You know, I'm kind of jealous of it. It's cool.
That's awesome.
It's an official production folder. I don't even have one. But
oh man,
yeah, you'll see how he does the music and composed it, and then you'll see us recording the line, and then you'll see the final version of both put together.
Awesome. Well, let's get to it. Let's check this out.
I'm ready.
To find out, tune in next week for the continued adventures of TMK and his Outworld Tours.
I really liked it.
I really
liked it.
Yep,
Is that fun, technically?
That's it.
Yep.
Okay,
that was
cool.
good. That was good.
Or a foe. To find out, tune in next week for the continued adventures of TMK and his Outworld Tours.
Wow, that's awesome. Like, this is a full-on production. Like, this isn't just something that's made, like, you know, like this stream where it's just kind of made out of the back of my it's just like a separate apartment, like a separate bedroom in my apartment. This is actually like a full-on actual studio, right? So like this is a really big production, and it's a lot of work, man. This is cool.
Yeah, that the music, he actually did that, or does that for a living, doing music. So I'm not sure if he's still doing it, but he had all that equipment to do music and sound on a professional level. That's what he did for a job, you know. And he was friends with Alex, and Alex asked him if he could throw something together. And the thing that blows me away is that music is like perfect. It sounds like it's from a Mortal Kombat game to me. Do you know what I mean?
The music is very similar to the MK3 arcade screen, but it's unique.
And you know what he said to me? He goes, "Oh, I threw that together in an hour." And I was just like,
God.
What? Wow.
Yep.
That's
yeah, man. Some people work really fast.
So he was extremely professional. He knew what to do. He knew the sounds. I guess just by hearing it, he knew the style of it, you know, and it was able to come up with something new that was in the same sort of sound as MK3 music. And as you can see, the track was called Tension, so it's used to tell story, you know, my story, you know, our story screens, you know, so it's a bit of a recap. And with the dialogue, it was on the script actually. We're going for a 50 sort of radio host.
Yeah.
To tune in, find out next time, sort of, you know, same back time, same back channel, sort of that sort of level of like campy
that
sort
energy.
of entertainment.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that came from like radio and like early TV, you know, and we carried that over our web series, you know.
So good. It's so good.
Yeah. I love the way it's come together, you know, and all this stuff was Alex's idea. This was nothing to do with me. I just did the poses, you know.
Yeah.
So, you know, he just knows what to do to make it.
No, I think you're underselling your role in this. But I appreciate what you're saying, because honestly, I think this is really truly a team effort.
Yeah.
What you've envisioned and what he's helping you bring to life and what he's adding to it, and you know, you're building off of each other and you get that synergy going. You've got something here that is absolutely amazing. The first time I saw an episode, it just blew me away, and it makes me want to go back and watch every episode in order. Like, I could totally binge on this. Like, I know I have work and I know I have adult responsibilities, but I kind of just want to put all that to the side and just watch Outworld Tours for like an entire day. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I'm hoping that's what people will get out of it. And you'll see a video later where I wasn't even I was unsure of myself. I'm get a lot of anxiety with stuff like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And you'll see there's a green screen video coming up later where you'll see that, where we're talking a bit about that, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess what do we want to show next?
We got some 3 horseplay videos, which I'm really curious about.
We do, but don't show that one yet.
Okay.
Can we show the prop that's in the folder? Show prop.
Let's see. Is it a video or is it an image?
It's a video.
It's a video. Okay, let's see. Is it is it P-Edit?
No, it's in a folder called show prop. It's in a folder.
Oh, well.
Called show prop.
Let me see. I thought I'd gotten everything, doggone it, but let me go ahead and get it.
Yeah, but you probably didn't divide it into subfolders.
Yeah, here we go.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
That's why I kind of had the numbers there, because that was kind of the order I wanted to sort of show things. But then, like, I had like all the videos down the bottom. It's probably confusing.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
Cool. Oh, I already am curious about what this is, so I'm gonna definitely be excited to show this. We'll get this up and no problem.
Yeah. So I can't tell you guys.
How's our overlay looking there, buddy?
Our overlay?
Yeah.
Oh well, there, fixed.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to go into the chat to do it, and so yeah. Like I said, we're live.
Oh, good.
We're live. Things are gonna happen occasionally when we're going on the fly like this. But yeah.
Yes. So I can't tell you too much about this, but this is a prop that we use in the show to drive our story.
Okay.
You know, but
well, I got to give props to you for that then.
Thank you.
All right. Well, let me make sure this is ready to go here.
You set that up. I'm just gonna grab another drink.
Yeah,
quickly.
no
I've got a
worries.
bit of a
We'll
drive.
get this all set up. Okay, yeah, we got it all ready actually right now, Luke. But yeah, so this is the video Luke's talking about, the amulet test. What kind of amulet do you reckon?
Hey.
Is this a brand new thing they came up with, Justin, or is this in the Mortal Kombat guide? I've never seen this in the MK games.
That doesn't look like anything in particular I've seen, you know, but the idea that there are orbs and amulets and things like that is pretty consistent with the Mortal Kombat lore.
Yeah. So interesting, and it animates.
Does.
Wow.
So what we had there is the high-res version that Alex made in Photoshop on the left.
Wow.
And it has 2 positions, I can tell you that. So if you turn the disc in the center of the amulet, it has some sort of effect.
Wow.
The one on the right is the Mortal Kombat 3 style version, where it's actually made lower res on purpose to look like it's from the game.
So that it fits in better with the aesthetic and everything.
Exactly.
So what is the purpose of this amulet? This looks like it might be used to open up portals or something. Is that right?
Can't tell you, sorry.
Oh, right. You said you couldn't say. Well, I'll be honest, guys. You don't have to say, but I'm still allowed to guess. So the fact that it turns green means it probably has something to do with souls. So I'm going to go out on a limb here and guess that this is powered by souls, and that once it activates, you can travel through a portal. That's my guess. And TotalMK has his poker face on.
I do.
I
I
don't think you're far off by the look on his face.
No, I can't read his face at all.
Luke makes that one, like that face right there. When he makes that face, you know you got something. You can tell.
I could just be making that face for no reason.
You can tell I've Skyped with you a lot, man.
But yeah, so you know, one thing, you know, you guys talk about how great the Outworld Tours patch is. Like, I love that patch, right? But I said to Alex, I'd love to make that a real thing.
Yeah.
That prop. I'm serious. I want to make that
this amulet
a real thing. Yeah. I don't know what the logistics behind it are, but I'd love to like hit up some factory in China to get them to make that.
3D print it.
You probably could.
3D print it
with an LED in the middle.
You can 3D print it.
It changes when you turn it.
Yeah.
Well, if you start adding LEDs, then you have to custom make. You have to kind of custom work on each piece, but you could do it.
It's doable.
It's very doable.
I don't know how to do it though, but it's something that I would love to do.
Oh yeah.
As a promo.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to see how this fits in with everything. So this is something that I guess is going to be for the final episode, and that's why it's hush hush, right?
I can't really say.
Oh, okay.
But you're on the right track.
Okay.
Yep.
It's so exciting.
I don't want to ruin the fun.
Yeah.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. I'm not going to push because whatever it is, I just want to see it unfold like everybody else, you know?
But the cool thing is when you look at it, and Alex, again, designed that in Photoshop, but you can see how he made it look very, you know, Mortal Kombat-ish. You know what I mean?
It really does fit in with MK3, like, to a T.
Yeah. Yes. So, yeah.
And the animation is on point as well.
Yeah, he comes up with this stuff, and I'm just like, man, I wish I could do that shit.
Yeah, it's just so awesome.
So, what else we got? I know we got a couple of horseplay videos here.
We have horseplay. So I can show you. In the intro. Oh, the one we want to run next is OTS P-Edit BTS.
Absolutely.
So this is
After an epic battle in Khan's arena
some of the first
against his
episode,
clone,
and this
evil
shows
TMK,
the very first
TMK
clip I
emerges
saw
victorious.
that
Only to
Alex
be
sent to
told
me
of
after he'd done a
strange
performance edit.
magical
Now, what a
rituals
performance
taking
edit
place on Earthrealm.
is when he gets all the green screen footage. He goes through, you know, that first line that I said 10 times, and he picks the one he likes, takes it out, and then he does it for the next line and the next line until he has a whole episode of just me on the green screen. No background, no effects, no nothing. That's the performance edit. Then when he does the second pass, he starts cropping the green screen and you know, making it the background transparent alpha channel and keying the green out and then putting the backgrounds in and all the rest. You know what I mean? So you'll see a side by side here of the final on the left and the first performance edit, which he sent to me back in 2015 on the right, where you can see that he sort of synced up the lines how he wanted them.
Yeah, here we go. We'll go ahead and play the whole thing so everybody can appreciate it, because this is really cool. I kind of played it a little bit while you were talking, and I was like, oh wait, let's pause it and then let you discuss it and then play it so everyone can appreciate it, because it's really awesome. So here we go.
Let's do it.
After an epic battle in Khan's arena against his clone, evil TMK, TMK emerges victorious, only to be told of strange magical rituals taking place on Earthrealm. After adjusting his tour schedule, TMK returns to Earthrealm to investigate.
Hi there guys and girls, and welcome to our tour. Normally we'll be touring Outworld and seeing the sights, but this time we'll be touring Earthrealm, my home.
Bang!
If you came here by public transport, I hope you didn't have a hard time getting here. The trains seem to be far more erratic than usual. Oh. We're now deep beneath the city of Chicago. Boone Station is that way, and Tobias is further down the line in that direction. I guess these stations were named after presidents or something. Hey, I'm an expert on Outworld, not Earthrealm. Although...
That's so good. It's so good. I love that stuff. You can see like you had like the chair, you had like everything all set up. Like that's cool.
That's right, yeah, and yeah, just the way Alex just cuts it together and like
And everything is scripted so well.
Just being fanned to make my hair move.
Yeah,
when the train leaves,
he's
and
like,
just that whole.
yeah, I thought that was great.
Acting like Boone and Tobias were presidents or something. This is awesome.
Yeah, because it's a tour of the stage, I have to come up with you know, key points or key talking points from the background. So obviously that Boone Tobias sign was, you know,
Boone's this way, Tobias is that way.
A big thing. So I had to sort of hit on that somehow. I'm like, what can I say? You know, I can say presidents or something. I don't know. You know, signs often get named after people or you know, famous people. So
I love seeing this behind the scenes stuff because I saw the final product before and it's just like so professional. It just blows me away. And then to see what went on behind the scenes, it's very professional, even behind the scenes, like all the way through professionalism through and through.
It's awesome.
So we have next. I guess we can show the horseplay videos. So these are takes that weren't not usable that we recorded. So either I screwed up a line, or there was some sound in the background, or you know, some reason for these takes to not be usable. So I threw in a few for you guys to have a laugh at. You know, you can see one of the lines is really quite funny. I screwed it up royally. So
yeah, let's ahead
check it out.
Watch and enjoy. There's that god-awful temple thingy. You can see it a lot better from here.
One more time, but really disgusted by it.
Okay.
Like, really judging. I mean, like, that
All right.
last one was great, but now have some fun with it.
Okay.
Action.
There's that god-awful temple thingy. You can see it a lot better from here.
Want to go to another one?
Boom up just a touch.
Stop fucking up with that. You're fucking it. You're fucking it. You're fucking
Really go nuts on this one. And action.
Sorry, you said go nuts.
And that's on the outfit. You're fired!
You ready?
Ready? Action.
There's that god-awful temple thingy. You can see it a lot better from here.
Cut. That was really good.
Cool.
I liked it.
Go nuts.
Wow, this is gonna be cool. Yeah, people aren't gonna have any idea what's coming.
I know, I'm kind of worried.
What?
They're either going to love it or they're going to hate it.
They're gonna love it.
I hope so. Well, I hope so. I
Of
want
course
them
they're
to.
gonna love it.
No, I'm just worried, like, you know, Mortal Kombat fans are the worst.
We can pick them.
We're the biggest whinging bunch of fucks out there.
Well,
Right.
I think we just take that as red then. We're red.
Why do you think I'm one of them? How much I whinge today.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Like if the camera wasn't rolling the whole time.
Still rolling, and action.
We're still in Earthrealm, I think, but this is an old place and greatly affected by Outworld influence, baby.
Babies, damn you!
Shut up!
I was just saying, you call everyone baby.
Yeah. Baby.
Babality.
Focus, still rolling, and action.
We're still in Earthrealm, I think, but this is an old place and greatly affected by Outworld influence. I recognise this lamp here as being of Outworld origin. They have eternal flames that can burn for 1,000 years. Plus, they repel mosquitoes without that annoying clitoris. Citrus.
Excellent.
Those
Just
damn
so
annoying
irritated over here.
Not just here.
Yes, you did. The thing that was stumbling me was I kept hearing sounds on the street.
Yeah, I know.
And I'm like, this take's not usable.
Yeah.
That's all it
That's so good. That's so fun, man. You can tell you're having fun when you're making this. It was great. That's great. Great stuff.
I don't know what the word is that you were going for there.
It's citrus, annoying citrus, clingy citrus odor or something. It's something like that. So I was making a joke about how, you know, there's a lot of those lamps. They'll put out a scent to keep like insects away. They have that annoying smell. Like it was a joke about that. And then I stumbled a line and said clitoris instead of citrus. I guess my mind was elsewhere. But it was quite funny, you know. But yeah, you can see like in that second one where I say Mortal Kombat fans are the worst, and that's not an insult. It's just my experience.
Truth.
Like,
it's
and
the
that
truth.
includes me.
We are the
you know,
worst. We are the worst.
We complain about everything in the game. You know what I mean? Like I hate Tremor. That's my complaint. You know what I mean? And then there's a guy out there who loves Tremor. And I'm just like. And then there'll be a guy out there who loves Chrome, you know, and then there'll be a guy out there who hates Chrome, you know what I mean? And that's just what I mean by that. Like, it's like...
and they'll make their opinions very well known about who their favorite character is, who they want to see, who they don't want back.
Yeah.
You start talking about Jade or something like that, forget about it.
You want a bar fight? Just take everybody just take all the Mortal Kombat fans, put them in a bar, get them a couple drinks, and sit back and do nothing else.
It would be a rumble. You know, Ed Boon said it the best. He said when he was on that E3 Coliseum, the one standout line that made me laugh was when he said basically someone asked him, how do you decide to put like this in the game? And he's like, well, basically it's like people on social media, they'll tweet us, they'll threaten us, and whoever has the best threat and then he's like, I'm just kidding, like, you know, but he made a joke, whoever has the best threat gets what they want in the game, you know. That made me laugh.
We need everybody on Twitter to start tweeting Ed Boon that Suhao needs to be in the next Mortal Kombat game is the main character.
See, I work on this theory. You know, when I see these tweets like from Chrome fans and like we want Chrome in the next game,
Yeah,
I swear it's just a troll. Who's with me on this? I swear it's like a bunch of fans like, let's just see if we can get this guy in the game. He sucks.
Oh,
You know,
I
let's
disagree.
see if we
I
can-
disagree with you completely. When I saw that Chrome statue and you see how they build characters based on rumors and based on like happy accidents and stuff like glitches, you think, oh man, this Chrome thing that happened, that is so awesome looking. They got to put that in the game for real. They got to make him a full-fledged character.
But Chrome's made up. Like the others are glitches. They come from some part of Mortal Kombat. Chrome's like fully like made up.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's not 100% just made up out of nowhere. It's based on a glitch, just not a video game glitch. It's based on an accident that happened at the statue factory. One of them came out all super metallic by accident. They were going for smoke. They made one that came out and they nicknamed him Chrome with a K. So it's like, all right, they should go with this. They should just run with it, man.
You say accident, but that factory was dodgy as man. I heard rumors of a lot of like different statues coming out there painted different colors or see-through or silver or just I didn't like those people, to be honest. I never bought anything from them. We were going to work together and then they like gave me the middle finger and I was like, okay, fine. And then all this stuff came bad about it and I'm like, I'm so glad that I didn't work with them.
Baraka MK,
But,
Baraka MK's in our Discord,
yeah.
and he's saying that your Outworld Tours is impressive stuff. Now, BMK, man, he's been around for ever. Like, literally.
I used to talk with BMK heaps, man. We used to like do heaps of movie trivia in the Mortal Kombat chat room all the time.
Speaking of trivia, I don't want to do it until after we show the 6-minute video. Like, really? That 6-minute video is so awesome. I feel like everybody needs to be totally engrossed in that and nothing but that. You know what I mean?
Are we ready to show the video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
I think we've
so,
shown everything
so-
else. So let me just have a look. We showed that. Yep. Yeah.
All right, are we ready? This is
Let's roll it.
the moment.
Roll a video. It's a 6-minute preview of the show with a scene from all the episodes except the last.
Well, let's get into this. This is.
I'm putting my headphones in. I'm getting ready to watch
Here we go.
this.
No one's seen any of this other than the first episode, so enjoy, guys.
I think we should get to the surface and see what's going on. Oh, stay clear of the edge of the platform. I wouldn't want you guys to get taken out by any runaway trains. Something big happened here. The city was totally fucked. Whatever happened here, we may be too late to do any good. That motherfucker. What the fuck is that? If only there was someone to tell me what is going on. It says, dimensional barriers collapse. We are so screwed. We are so screwed. Okay, take me to Liu Kang.
Finally. He's at our lookout on the roof.
The roof?
Damn, I forgot the lifts are all broken. Do you want to go the fast way or the slow way?
Slow way?
Too bad.
That could have been worse.
Oh, hi TMK. You should have chosen the slow way.
Well, I did. Hey, have we met? It's funny to think we'd probably be safer in Outworld than in Earthrealm at the moment. Then again, with the realms merging, they'll effectively be the same place soon enough. This is Wacker Drive Bridge. Heaps of people used to come here to watch the sunsets. That's back when the sunsets were a golden yellow and not the sickly sulfuric yellow you see now. The center of the city is that way, with its new massive golden palace and its humongous swirling mystical vortex. Well, guys and girls, I was intending to show you the waterfront, and this is it. The city beyond the river appears less affected by Outworld influence, at least for now. Looks like we're on some kind of a balcony. To the left and to the right are impressive bronze statues of Mataro. I'm guessing he's around here somewhere, so we don't want to linger here too long. We are still in Earthrealm, I think, but this is an old place and greatly affected by Outworld influence.
TMK, we meet at last.
Friggin' Shadow Priest. This is ridiculous. How am I supposed to run a tour under these conditions? Sorry guys, let me show you around here. This is one of the nicer graveyards in town. A lot of fancy people are buried here. Somebody's coming. Quick, let's hide. This great church adjoins the graveyard, and as you can see, there is plenty of Outworld influence here. The stained glass window behind me clearly shows Khan stylists have been here, as do the new skulls on these pillars. And this altar here is better suited for dark rituals. We appear to be in the bell tower atop the old church. The central bell is gone, but you can get an idea of how big it was due to the size of the gaping hole, which I'm hanging over. There are windows all around the bell tower, offering amazing views of the graveyard and tonight's majestic full moon.
Hey, that's looking pretty good. Now that is a sexy chair. You need a chair that sexy to seat the mighty Shao Kahn. I particularly like these little guys here. They really add personality to the piece. What? Who dares disturb the mighty Shao Kahn?
We're in a massive cavern filled with swirling energies. There's a walkway in the distance that's about as flimsy as this one. Notice the design of these teeth is similar to those on the walkway in Khan's throne room.
Hey, TMK!
Hey there, buddy. What's your story?
Awaiting programming. No orders at present. Error.
Well, my little friend, looks like you've got something jammed in here real good. Sand, probably. So how long you been here for anyway?
Data unavailable at this time. Error.
He's running down the stairs.
This appears to be a subterranean throne room. The giant Mortal Kombat symbol on the floor indicates it is probably one of Khan's.
Oh man, that was awesome, man. That was really great stuff, and a lot of that stuff is just like clips of stuff that's coming, right? Oh man,
that's right.
I'm stoked. I'm excited. This is so good.
Everything about that was super awesome. I mean, I think one of the best scenes was when you're hanging in the rope. You're just like hanging there, and you're just talking all calmly.
I love the way that episode ends. Actually, it's got some funny jokes.
I like how Liu Kang always comes up to you randomly, like, "Hi, TMK." Like,
yeah, there's that like wacky animation, like, "How's it going?" Like, sort of. Yeah, Alex did all that stuff. Like
he's got that William Shatner personality. Like he's super animated, super excited all the time.
Yeah. And yeah, like you said, those are just little clips from the episodes without spoiling sort of like our story. And the idea is that this was happening at the same time the Mortal Kombat 3 story was happening. without them crossing paths, like two separate stories that are running parallel. You know, because
it fits very well. Like, I can see that you were in the Mortal Kombat universe during the Mortal Kombat 3 timeline.
Exactly.
So yeah, we get that.
And I didn't want to like mess with any of their story, the Mortal Kombat 3 story. I just wanted this to be like, wouldn't it be funny if this was happening at the same time, like that was happening, like sort of thing. Like, and we never saw that, and now we get to see it. You know, so
perfect.
My favorite clip that I showed you guys there was Shah Khan and his throne.
that had me cracking up.
Oh yeah, the way that he was using the hammer for construction purposes. Like, wow, who would have thought?
To make his throne.
But honestly, dude, another part that was really cool was with the Shadow Priests, the way they were in the background and getting closer and closer to you. It's like, oh, so many cool little touches like this. It's just awesome in every way.
Yes, something funny about that actually is where I got the idea from that. If you look at the Soul Chamber background in the original MK3, there's no Shadow Priest in the background, right?
But there are statues of Shadow Priests.
Yeah, but I don't think you see him in MK3. I think you see him in Trilogy or MK9. Because because like I saw him one day and I'm like, I don't remember that. And then I went back to look it up in MK3. They weren't there. And I think it was they were in MK9 or something. It's something like that. Anyway, I think.
Yeah.
From memory, unless I'm wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure they were there for Trilogy, but beyond that, I'm pretty sure they were there. Yeah, they're there in the MK3 arcade as well.
They are,
I just pulled it up on the MK warehouse. I'll link it here if anyone wants to double check. But so you saw the Shadow Priest in that background of a statue, and you got the idea. Let's take it to the next level. Let's put real Shadow Priests in here, and it was very fitting for that exact reason. It was perfect.
The Shadow Priests are recurring characters, so you'll see them a lot in the show. You know, and we got the idea from like when I did that whole sequence where I go back through all the levels in the last episode of the first series.
Yes.
It's a part where I'm like, "Hi, Steve," as a joke, as I run past the Shadow Priest, and that was, I don't know if anyone picked it up, but it's Steve Baran in that outfit was the Shadow Priest.
Yes, it is. It is. That's the guy who plays them. So, okay. So you're saying hi, Steve. You're referencing the actor, not the character. Nice.
Bingo. Yeah, and that was just a little joke that I threw in there, like, for fun. And everyone's like, oh, that's funny, like, that I say hello to the priest as I run past. And then we thought, well, we could actually make it a character in the next season, like, you know, and have it part of the story. So they have a part of the story, the Shadow Priest.
Well, you know, I know you were a big fan of Mortal Kombat Conquest from the 90s. And the Shadow Priest played a prominent role there, where they were sort of, at the very end of the season, responsible for everyone's death.
They were really cool.
I got the sense in this that the Shadow Priests have that kind of power here. Am I right?
They're powerful, for sure.
Yeah.
They are. You know, they move me around sometimes.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, because you blamed your appearance in a new background on them.
That's right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so we kind of got a taste of that.
Yeah, you'll see a lot more of that when you see the whole thing. But
and look, somebody just threw it up in our
there it is.
Discord.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't see they were there. I swear I went back.
Whoever did that, I can't see who did it, but thank you. That's very convenient for making it show up in our Twitch for us, and we don't even have to do anything. You guys are awesome.
Scott Howell guy.
It might. You know what it might have been if that background was panned a bit to the left, you wouldn't see the Shadow Priest, and maybe when I loaded up the level, I couldn't see them because the background slide, so that furthest background layer would slide to the right if you go to the left, so it would go behind that front big like demon skull.
Yeah, but you're right that they came back to this in MK9 as well, because it was here in MK9 they showed Shadow Priest in this place as well. And that's the scene.
And there's a big dead monster in MK9, like a big elephant or something, a big like demon like monster that's dead in the background in MK9. See, that's something I loved about MK9 was all that added detail that they put in those levels. You know, and me and Ryan were even exploring some of the levels at one stage on Skype.
The camera mod.
We're flying around with the camera, like, let's go look at that. We did. You know, we had a lot of fun doing that just to see what we could find off the camera. You know, and it's just a matter of just picking out those details and and sort of enhancing them for the show. And
well, it is kind of cool to go in there and look just for fun to see like Shao Kahn's design of the flags that he has in his Coliseum, or to see like 2 dogs fighting over like a dead human, and you know all the craziness that they add. It's fun to like go back and look and get a better close up of that. Which is why it would be great if somebody put a
working camera mod for Mortal Kombat XL. Just putting that out there because it doesn't work anymore. But I would love to do that. If whoever makes that mod or can make that possible, maybe we can get you on stream and then we can show off all the MKXL stuff to everybody. That would be neat.
That'd be cool.
What do you guys think? Should we start up a game of trivia here?
Before you do that, I got one more thing to add. There was an Easter egg at the very start, the first episode, where I grabbed the newspaper and I say, it says, "We are screwed. We are all screwed. Dimensional barriers collapse."
I know where you're going.
Yeah, I've explained this to Ryan before. So in MK3, you can't read the newspapers. They're just, you can't read them at all.
Too low detail. Yeah.
Too low res. However, if you take those newspapers from MK9 and extract them out of the game like I did, you can read them.
You extracted the textures and you got a good look at that.
And what I read out is word for word what it says in MK9.
You know, I wonder if that's something that we might have to share in the Discord. What do you think?
I can throw it up if you want. I've got the picture here.
If you put it in the Discord, I have it too, actually. You want me to do it?
Got it? Well, if you've got it handy, because I have to convert it from TGA to JPEG.
All right, see, it's about time I get to do this and join the fun. It's always Scott doing it.
There it is.
Here it is, guys. Oh, well.
Yeah, it's there.
Wait, did it send?
Dimensional barriers.
Yep. We are so screwed. I'd love to know what the picture's about in that newspaper.
If
anyone knows.
Yeah, maybe somebody who knows it or recognizes it can share it. Well, I love the fact that you took the extra trouble to go into MK9, browse the textures, extract stuff that nobody ever would have seen, and then actually incorporate that into your video. Honest to God, so much Mortal Kombat, like deep reference that almost nobody in the audience would even get. You made it that authentic.
I love Easter eggs like you, Justin. I love to find out where this came from or where that came from, and we when I had the chance to put stuff in, I'm like, we got to put that in, And there's even things when you see the whole Outworld Tours, the whole thing. There's things in there that will make absolutely no sense to the watcher, and if we continue the show, like if people like it, we'll answer those questions in the next season. So we're setting up stuff in this season that will be answered in the next season.
Well, I think, honestly, everybody will absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and start the trivia, guys. We do have some prizes to give away.
Ooh.
Yes.
You want to say what the prizes are?
Giving away a signed Raiden hat, which I have right here by Richard Epcar, the voice of Raiden. And we are also going to be giving away a Injustice 2 baseball hat, which is not signed, but it's still super cool. Let's see if I can lean over here and get it so you guys can see it again on stream, because it is pretty cool. These are really nice hats that I was able to get. So, yeah. I mean, it's got like the full artwork on the bill. It's got like the full shebang going on there for Injustice 2. Yeah, it's a very nice promo hat.
Nice promo.
I don't think you can find those very easily. So, another nice piece for someone to have either way. So we've got that rocking and rolling. And you said we got the quiz bot a little shorter? Just a little bit?
Yeah, the trivia is going to be a little bit shorter than it usually is.
Because I'm looking at him like, man, this is still a lot of questions. It's all good.
Oh, yeah, I guess it is. You know what happens? I usually make too many questions. We don't even usually have enough time to get through them all. I usually go overboard.
Let's throw on some trivia music for these guys while they get the trivia going here. And we got that going.
Good idea. Alright, so in the official Mortal Kombat 2 comic by John Tobias, Kano came up with this nickname for Jax. Luke, you don't have to say it, but do you happen to know this off the top of your head?
I actually don't, because I got the comic, I read it one time, I put it back in the bag, and I never read it again.
Outworld got it. I think he guessed it, though.
That's funny, because there's a guy in Australia called Jacko, and Outworld will know what I'm talking about.
It's one of my favorite comics. I used to read it every day when I first got it, and I ordered it off of the Midway stream. I was so happy that time that Fatal Kate and I got to talk to Andy Kadelka, and he was sharing us some trivia about that comic, because I know that in and out. I'll never forget when Kano takes Sonya's walkie-talkie and starts talking to him directly. He was like, "Hey there, Jacko." It's like, oh man, this guy's just fearless.
Great.
He was on the Energizer commercials, Jacko.
Oh, wow. The Jacko that you know.
That's great.
Yeah. He used to do the Energizer. Oh,
man, Outworld is on top of it.
Oh, Outworld must have a really fast connection. He did not waste any time on that one. Lone Wolf Productions. Normally, I would say Cabal would give you a run for your money, but I think Outworld's going to give you a run for your money.
Run for your money. Oh!
Oh!
Damn.
Yeah.
Talking to a speedrunner now. Someone who's going to have an unfair advantage on you over typing up the answers as fast as he can. Oh man, this is some real competition now. Things are heating up.
Yeah, it is.
This is some exciting trivia now, isn't it?
Oh, I think Lone Wolf might have beat him on that one. Yep.
I always feel bad, though, for the people I know are on a slow connection. I always feel bad because I know they don't have a chance to win and it's not their fault. So, at some point, we got to think of a way we can do something for them. You know what I mean?
I know what you could do, Justin. You could do a random giveaway. Use a program called The Hat.
I actually already
put
have
everyone's
a system,
name in it, and
I have
it
a
picks
system
a name.
built like that already.
Oh!
And we're waiting for us to get our affiliate all figured out with how we're going to do that, and then that's something that we will do.
Oh, so once we're affiliate status, we're going to do some random... Yep. Yeah, okay, good, good.
And there's also a site you can use. It's handy for competitions. It picks a random comment out of everyone who commented.
Huh.
I use that in mine.
Stuff. Well, you know, there was a site that I used, which is good if you have like 6 or 7, maybe 8 or 9, and that's about it, names. It'll make like a little wheel, like Wheel of Fortune style. And you can spin it and everything. Yeah. There's all kinds of tricks that we have, man. We all have our favorite sites that we use. Maybe we'll take turns. We'll alternate. We'll do something different every week.
Yeah, see, when I did competitions, I wanted everyone to have a chance to win, so I always went by random chance.
Wait a minute. Lone Wolf Productions. A snack? You have to face a giant snack? Really? Before Reptile?
I could beat that.
I mean, look, we've all had giant snacks before, I guess. You just sort of have to watch what you eat for a little while afterwards. You know what I mean? Gotta hit the gym. Work those calories off. Multilater says, dude, I quit. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, you don't have the best connection to Twitch for whatever reason, not your fault.
And a lot
makes
of
it very hard to compete. We gotta do something. We're gonna get something going here for those guys.
Our Twitch viewers too, like Lone Wolf Productions and Outworld, MK Jasper, like those guys are just insane when it comes to Mortal Kombat knowledge.
Funny how that line comes from Shah Khan in the second movie.
Is that a new character, Jasper?
See, you're saying it was a typo, Lone Wolf, and I'm thinking that was a Freudian slip. I think you're just hungry, dude. Outworld is gonna sit it out, really, because you could have been the champion.
He wants Mutilator to try to get in on some of it.
Oh, whoops! I had caps on. That's all.
Oh, I can just see that in Shao Kahn's voice.
It's funny how Sindel gets the line in the game.
See, I think if there are more old school fans who watched Defenders of the Realm back in the 90s here in the US, they'll get that one. Oh, nobody knows. Nobody's seen the bumpers. Oh, guys, you don't know what you're missing here.
Oh, wait. Oh, there it is. I remember USA TV. I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, the USA
is
Network,
that
man.
still around?
USA.
I don't really watch much TV.
Good question. It's hard because with all the choices, wouldn't you much rather watch like a cool Mortal Kombat Twitch stream? Like we'd rather watch Twitch, right?
Oh yeah,
back
there
in the
was
90s, it was
Sci-Fi
TV
channel,
all the
I used to
way.
love that too. That was straight up legit.
Yeah.
TNT. Oh.
I've been watching Krypton. I've been watching Krypton on Sci-Fi. I don't know if you've seen that.
And then what was the other channel in the 90s? Oh yeah, where Conquest was on, which was TNT. Movies for guys who like movies. You know what I'm talking about? that was their
perfect, that's funny.
Perfect impression. Yeah.
They'd have all these macho flicks going on.
I remember the TNT Mortal Kombat Conquest commercial used to make me laugh.
Yeah.
TNT Mortal Kombat following WWE wrestling, and I'm like, something like that.
You have a tape that I think I sent you from back in the 90s when it was still on TV, and I don't think you have too many VHS cassette recordings of American television like that. Did I include the commercials?
I'd have to go back and look at it, but it's the 8th episode. I know that, and I'll never forgive the people behind running Conquest on TV here for what they did. They aired it on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's no way they'll air that on New Year's Eve, because normally, you know, regularly scheduled programming gets a pass because, you know, it's an event, right? And they aired it.
Yep.
I had no way to record it. I was running around this house like, who's got a tape? Who's got a tape? We don't have a tape.
You were panicking, man. You were panicking then.
I had every episode, everything on tape, every single episode. I never missed one. I called the studio every week, the TV studio, like, what time's it on? Because they change the time every week. And they said it wasn't going to be on, and then it was. And I was like, I was pissed.
You know, whenever I ask questions about the Mortal Kombat novel, all of a sudden people aren't so quick to answer. It's like, you guys need to go on Amazon, pick up a copy, and read it. I'm telling you, you missed out.
Yeah. It's in a box somewhere. With my bookmark still in it. I read
you read that one, right?
I read like a few chapters, and I'm not good with books. I don't know, but I got a few chapters into it. I remember it was really cool. Like I remember the way it described the ship. That all the souls were like all these dead souls were around the base of the ship as it pulled into the port, and it stank like rotten dead humans and stuff. Well, that's
very
cool.
Descriptive.
Yeah.
Yep.
That stuff.
I don't think anybody knows this one, and I don't think you got that far in the book. I don't think you would even know this one. Sonya went undercover, disguised herself as a black dragon, and assumed this name.
That's cool.
Be right back.
That's really cool. No, I didn't get that far.
I don't know.
Yeah, I know you said you're not the biggest reader, but when you can, you should try and read this book. Really good. Really good stuff. I think you'd like it.
I'm in there somewhere, Dad told me.
Yeah, I read about it. I read you in here.
I don't even know. I haven't read it. I feel bad I haven't read it because I'm just not a book guy. Dad's
one of these days, man. One of these days.
I've got it. He signed my copy.
Good stuff.
It's a good thing to have, you know.
Interesting.
He thought about doing like another two of them.
Gildestall. Yeah, I can tell. I can tell who's been reading the books and who hasn't been. When the novel comes up, all of a sudden people are like, "Yeah." All right, so if I want to make this harder, all I've got to do is throw in more trivia questions. Next time, I'll just make every single trivia question about the novel. How about that?
So far, Lone Wolf Productions is blowing everyone out of the water with 19. Outworld is in second with 8. Yeah.
The Outworld dropped off on purpose, but there was actually some competition going.
So we're gonna...
I still don't have that Master System MK3.
We're gonna...
You can get it.
It's worth heaps now, dude. I was looking at it when it was like $20, and I'm like, I'll get it later.
Yeah.
And now it's like worth like some insane amount. I'm like, nope. No.
Yeah, I got it.
I saw a
got
sealed one, dude. I've got the picture still. A sealed one for like $30 and didn't buy it. I'm an idiot.
Retro games used to be cheap and plentiful, and all of a sudden people, you know, as people scooped them up and everyone who wanted was interested got them. There they go up and up and up, and look at what they are now.
Yeah, and there was this big bias here in Melbourne, like with a Sega and Nintendo. Nintendo games always cost a bit more, and when I say a bit more, like a game was like $15, and now, and like Sega games, they didn't care. They'd be like Mega Drive games would be like $3, $5. I'd pick up Mortal Kombat. I've got 8 copies of Mortal Kombat over there that I all picked up for $3.
Let me show you something. Speaking of Mega Drive and Genesis and all that, let me see if I have this still. I have something cool.
And now you go in the shops and they want $50 for them. It's like, what? We're talking like Sonic the Hedgehog. I told the guy, I'm like, that's not worth $50. It came bundled with every single Mega Drive package out there. It's not worth $50. Oh, you haven't checked the price on them? Yeah.
So I think we're going to let the trivia roll out till this mixed version of Mortal Kombat is done. So there's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds-ish left of the trivia, and then we'll have our winners. We'll have them take a spin of the combat codes to see if they can break the ultimate combat code and win the giveaway.
So I got one of these.
New Leaf.
Does this show up okay?
New Leaf Entertainment.
Yeah, I didn't know what was on it, so I put it on. It was like the Jungle Book or something like that. But it turns out that this New Leaf Sega Genesis cart is some sort of a reprogrammable like flash cartridge, and it goes for $3,000 right now. And I don't even know how I got it. I don't even remember. It just kind of like it was just like a bunch of junk games that I got for like nothing. Like
That's how people.
Cow.
That's how people get this stuff. They buy some big bulk, and then they're like, "Oh, that's a Nintendo World Championships cartridge. There's only 20 of those in the world.
Yeah,
oh, how much is it worth?
Who would have thought?
Oh, it's worth 50 grand. That's
right.
no joke. That's how much it's worth if you got one of those.
Yeah, this thing is going for like $3,000 right now.
I think someone copied that and they sell it now. And it's called an EverDrive.
I like the,
and that's actually much better to have.
Yeah, see, I've got actually. You guys, a few streams ago, you guys talked about the ultimate Mortal Kombat on the edit that what was his name, Z80 was doing. He sent me that like years ago and wanted me to do a YouTube review, and I was going to do it, and I literally, when I moved house, I kept my Game Boy programmer out. I have a blank cartridge and the Game Boy programmer, and he gave me the ROM. I was going to review it on the Game Boy.
Nice.
Right? And I was moving house. It was just the worst time. No, I didn't lose it. All the computers were new, and I thought, I can get this working. I'm really good with computers. I'm a computer tech by trade, right? But that thing will not work on any sort of parallel to USB adapter. It will not. It knows that this thing's fake. It has to be
a Windows 95 computer with the parallel port.
It has to be a legit parallel port. Yeah. And then a few years later, someone gave me a laptop, an old IBM ThinkPad that's got the parallel. So I have it now. But it was years and years and years later, and I felt so guilty. So if you're watching Z80, I'm sorry, man. I really was going to review it. I specifically kept the programmer out. It's actually just here. I can show you.
Hey,
for that reason, and it just didn't happen, you know.
Luke, it's not too late. He was just on our stream like a couple weeks ago. He'd be more than happy if you got to it now.
And you know, the funny thing is that the ROM that he sent me, that he made, has been setting on this desktop since he sent it to me like all those years ago. It's still there. It sits on my desktop and reminds me every day.
So this is the final question in the trivia. And MK Jasper. Yeah.
Really? It's already done?
I don't want to give away all the stuff. We could use those for the next one. Because there's a lot of good stuff in there. But it looks like we've got a pretty dead set winner here with Lone Wolf Productions at 28. Oh, wow.
Yeah, I guess it's clear who the champion is.
Oh, nice.
That's the blank Game Boy cartridge.
Oh, that's great.
And this is the program. It's got a Game Boy Exchanger.
Well, you know, I gotta do something like that too. I really should, because I have one of those Game Boy Advance to Nintendo 64 adapters by Intellivision that's also pretty rare. So, yeah, if I ever review the game, I'd run it on one of those.
Yeah, not long after I bought that, Nintendo got them all shut down.
Nintendo's just shutting everybody
down. They were called the Doctor. Yeah, well, Nintendo's like that.
I'd buy a legit cartridge, but this is it. This is Nintendo 64 Wide Boy 64 adapter. Runs Game Boy Advance games, Game Boy Color, Game Boy, all that stuff. Awesome. It would run Z80 Artist ROM, no problem.
It's good to. It's actually really good to have that. I'll tell you why. Because if the only way you're going to run the highest quality capture from a Game Boy Advance is 480i, and you can do it on GameCube if you got the GameCube player, but you need the component cable too. And I'll tell you something messed up about the component cable. They were selling here on eBay for $200, and me and my friend didn't know why. You could just call up Nintendo Australia and go, I want a component cable, and it will cost you $50. And he kept telling me, you got to get one, man, and just sell it. And I'm like, no, I'm not really about that. They were going for $200. I didn't really know why. I thought it was just a cable. Turns out that component cable, which I never got because I'm an idiot, has a microchip in it that Nintendo manufactures, and you can't reproduce that. Because I can make my own cables. I've made my own Commodore 64. You know, the red, white, red, white,
sure.
yellow?
We all have, yeah.
I make them. It's just a straight-through cable with a ground. It's really easy to make. But the one for the GameCube has a microchip in it, and it handles the component encoding in the cable. It's
you can't reproduce that.
You can't reproduce it. It's a proprietary chip.
It's like Arlene would say, you can't fake those moves.
Exactly. And so the only way you're going to get 480i out of a GameCube with the player is with that $200-300 cable. But that thing you've got will do it too, because N64 should be able to handle a... Well, maybe not. I'm not sure if it handles...
There is a company called Retro RGB, I want to say, that is making a Nintendo 64 high-definition cables.
Yeah, component or HDMI,
Yeah, and it doesn't work on every Nintendo 64 system, so you got to check your model number. But yeah, that's a thing that I could honestly run a real Game Boy Advance game through that. That would be great.
I know my N64 was day one, but it's PAL, so...
Yeah.
I remember running from the arcade to Kmart one night. I was doing a night shift. I ran over and bought it and came back.
So we gotta give Lone Wolf Productions some spins now, am I right? Is that where you're going with this?
Spin tonight, and so does Outworld. They are the two winners.
Oh yeah, second
place. So
place.
here we go. Spin to
win. Right. Let's do this. Lone Wolf, you gotta type !spin, please.
There's the video lag. This is always the fun part.
Yeah.
This is where we see if they can do it. Oh, there it is. Oh no, he didn't get it. Now he just gotta wait.
So he's got a copy. Right. Well, we should give everybody 3 spins because you'll never get it in one.
Lone Wolf.
That's funny because he's got a copy of the novel, but as Michael Bublé would say, right. I just haven't read you yet.
Need 2 more spins! ! Spins for Lone Wolf.
You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Look at all the singing going on in here tonight.
I always think of The Wedding Singer
Oh,
when I hear that
you
song.
might want to
Great
jump in the
movie.
chat and let him know he's got 2 more
Really love that.
spins. I don't know if he missed. Oh, does he? Okay.
Oh, he knows. He knows.
2 more spins. There we go.
I typed it anyway.
Lone Wolf.
Oh.
Yeah, here it
Okay.
comes.
And then one more time. See if he can get it.
So I need that
just need
sound
one
effect.
more.
Oh, maybe you do have it. Sorry, I've got it muted.
One more spin from Lone Wolf. He's missed 2. This will be his 3rd one. And there we go. Oh, Lone Wolf Productions. You get either the Raiden hat or the Injustice 2 baseball hat. He actually cracked the combat code.
I am so happy because you've been the winner of this trivia thing like forever. Forever.
He's got the
forever,
Injustice
ever,
2 hat.
forever,
or he's
ever,
got-
forever,
he gets the signed Richard Epcar Raiden hat. Whichever one, yeah, because you get the super rare Injustice 2 hat, or you get the Raiden hat that came from the same store in Chicago that they bought the costumes from with the signature of Richard Epcar on it, who's the voice actor for Raiden. Raiden hat it is. Put that on our winner pile over here.
And what's awesome is if you go to TotalMK's YouTube channel and you see you see the tour, not the Outworld Tour, but the actual tour. There we go. He's got the business card ready. You'll see video of us actually hanging out at the real costume shop where you got that Raiden hat from. So that's what's up.
Yep.
Fantasy costumes. That was good times. Good times. Amazing shop too.
And guys, if it wasn't for Kombat Con, we never would have found out that was the costume shop of Mortal Kombat. It was at Kombat Con 2016. I was just standing right next to John Tobias and Richard DeVigio. I kind of overheard a conversation they were having where they mentioned that Fantasy Costume was the place, and they remembered going there and picking out all the stuff. And it was like, Fantasy Costumes, huh? I'll remember that name.
And he did.
And now look, we're giving away Raiden hats
So
from
he's got
there.
the signed
So
Raiden hat.
How cool is that?
So
maybe one day we can do
there you
some
go. That's legit.
Kano faceplates with red LEDs.
That is a must.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is a must. I'll never forget the turn signal, the indicator that led to that.
I found it. I drove past there the other day. Actually, I'm like,
Hey, speaking of the costume shop, you remember they had this thing there, right? Like a little thing that looked like a television set. But it was like a prop, and then like a hand, like a head face comes out of it.
Your
and it says,
soul is mine.
That was.
Yes, that was so perfect. Honestly, if I wasn't worried about something like that getting damaged in the flight back home, I would have picked that up right then and there.
You know what's funny? I saw that again the day before I left to come back to Australia. I saw it in Target. And the price was like double. I was like, what the frig? Like the price was double, man, like of the fantasy costume place. Because we don't have Halloween in Australia, so I was fascinated by it. I was hanging out in Target like, oh my God. Half this place is like Halloween. Like, I've always wanted to like participate in Halloween in America. I think it'd be a blast, because we don't have it here. So I was going to
look, Outworld spinning, buddy.
Oh,
all right.
Did Outworld use a spin?
I just need a bathroom break. I'll come right back. Okay?
There it is.
Yeah,
he's got 2 more, I believe. Going for the Injustice 2 hat.
Okay.
Oh, almost. Almost. He got 2 of 3. And then we just...
Well, you know what? I like the idea of... does he get a 4th spin then?
Lone Wolf got 3. He's got 2, and then this is his other spin here, his final one. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's
Woody,
how we
if
were
you get
doing
2
it.
out
We
of
only
3, don't
offered
you get
one
an
spin,
extra?
But now since we're doing 3, it could go on a little long, yeah. But
okay.
Yeah, so we got Lone Wolf Productions, who has gotten some stuff, which is awesome. I'm actually going to be adding your name to the leaderboard here in just a second. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
you gotta edit the leaderboard on the fly, and then you're gonna bring it up for us.
Do we have anything in the?
Is that is that an emote of Shao Kahn crying? Yeah, I think originally it was supposed to be him making a fist like he was punching, but in context it seems like Shao Kahn is crying now, like he's wiping his tears.
Man. There's always 100% a next time. But I'll show the current leaderboard. We'll be updating it underneath Geronimo. We'll have Lone Wolf Productions there in the number 2 spot, which is really cool. So he has now got himself some spins, which is super cool. Got himself a prize from breaking the combat code. Winner of the Raiden hat. And I will only have one Raiden hat left after this. True story.
Raiden.
This is my second to last Raiden hat to give away. And then we are down to the final one. And they don't sell them.
I should have bought one.
They do not.
When I was at this place.
Nope.
Oh, no. Screw that one up.
Well,
I didn't see him.
You can just.
I went past all the hats too. I didn't even see him.
There you go.
No, isn't it also a thing? Like, you got Richard Epcar's autograph. Like, you can't just send him a bunch of hats anytime you want and get them. That's you got him once. That's pretty much it. That batch of hats that you got with the autograph, that's kind of all you can count on.
I'm actually lucky. He came to Australia and I got him to sign a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
that's
he
awesome.
was really cool.
Richard Epcar was really cool to me.
Yeah,
when he came to Australia,
he was.
There was a few. There was a few little hiccups here, and he made sure,
he's a good dude.
He treated me with a lot of respect, which I really like.
Justin got to meet him at C2E2. Fantastic guy.
So I guess everybody here on the stream has actually met face to face with Richard Epcar, then, huh?
That's true.
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Well, guys, I guess we're getting ready to wind down for the night. I want to give a special thank you to our guests, TotalMK. Those clips that you brought were awesome. Outworld Tours is amazing. I can't wait for you to finish this series, and it's just such an exciting thing. There's nothing quite like it out there in the community that you can compare this to. There really isn't, because you guys went all out on this.
We did. It's crazy, But thanks for having me on and letting me show you guys and giving you a really good preview of it.
And congratulations to our trivia winner, Lone Wolf Productions. You constantly win the trivia week after week, and this time the prize is yours. So couldn't be happier for you. I think it's awesome. This was your time. You deserve it. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to visit us on Facebook. Make sure you drop us a like there. Make sure you follow us here on Twitch. And, of course, make sure you're registered for our website, www.mortalkombatonline.com, where you can get all the latest Mortal Kombat news. Fatal Cade, is there anything that we need to add? Or I should ask Luke, is there any other final comments from you that you want to tell us in closing?
I've got one thing. We do have an Outworld Tours Facebook. It's a bit dead at the moment, but if you guys sign up to it, as we're winding up to get ready to release it, we'll be putting up more and more things on there. So if you guys want to sign up for that,
there you go.
Just search Outworld Tours on Facebook and you'll see that iconic logo.
Yes.
You think you can drop us a link in the chat?
Sure, let me just grab it. Sorry.
Also, Lone Wolf, hit me up on
Dude,
Facebook Messenger, Lone Wolf, with the details on where I can send the hat to, because I know we're Facebook buddies. So do that, and I will make sure I get it off to you as soon as possible, which will probably be on my next day off, which I don't even know when that is yet. So we'll have to figure it out and play it by ear. But I'm looking forward to getting this out to you and to having some fun for sure.
So I just dropped the link in the chat. I just wanted to double check it because sometimes, you know, Facebook puts a number or something, but it's actually just facebook.com/Outworld Tours.
Yeah, awesome, guys. So you should absolutely follow that. Make sure you catch up with the latest. You stay caught up by following him there. And, of course, follow MK Online here on Twitch. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube because all of our Twitch streams, they end up getting posted to YouTube later. So if you ever miss part of the stream and you want to go back and see the stuff you missed, there was some awesome stuff tonight that we played in the beginning. So if you're joining late, you can always follow us on YouTube later and go back and see the beginning.
Awesome.
So that's the great thing that we try and do for you fans as well.
Stream. Thanks again, Luke. I'm a huge nerd. Like, I'm a huge nerdy fan of Outworld Tours, and
always a pleasure to have you,
love
buddy.
What you guys are doing. So thank you for continuing to do it.
No, that's fine. I love coming on with you guys because you guys are like me. So, you know, I go out there into the real world and no one cares about Mortal Kombat. Yeah,
this is why this is kind of our break, you know. But yeah.
Every time I say Mortal Kombat to my parents, I get the eye roll.
Yeah. Good stuff. Well, thanks for coming on.
As Scott Howe pointed out, another benefit of our YouTube channel is it's not just the streams that go there, like the interviews with the movie stars that you did, Fatal Kate, along with Movie Dude 18. The full, unedited, no commentary, the raw interviews are up there in their entirety, which is just awesome.
Yeah, not many people have ever done interviews like that. You can't even get those on like the DVDs or anything. I've only seen like really small cut down interviews. Like what you guys did was really great. You know, you got some really in-depth.
It is kind of rare, isn't it? Like there's not a whole lot of that stuff out there. It's nice.
No, because I live for that stuff, and I haven't seen it. You know, I tried to even queue up some interviews a few times I went to LA, but it just didn't work out.
It was cool too, because my favorite
so it was really great
that
you guys did that.
The rope dart in the movie, and I was like, you know, wouldn't it be cool if you got to use the rope dart like an actual rope dart? And he goes, yeah. You got to keep in mind it was 1995, and back then the effects look a lot cooler than they do now. He's like, and so when they said this thing would come out of my hand, I was kind of like, oh yeah, that's cool. So it was cool to, you know, get some of the martial arts perspective too from these guys, because like Keith and Chris specifically are big martial artists. Like Robin is as well. So getting those questions out there, and Movie Dude, you can tell he's just got such a good relationship with those actors. You know, they really just conversed and had a great conversation. So I'll credit Corey. Where good credit is due. He is phenomenal with his interviews and how he did all of that with Lyndon and Robin. It was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can do something like that again, and we can make a trip back to Cali. Maybe me and Justin together. Maybe me, Justin, and Luke together. We can all just go to California and just party. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? If you would have told me.
Yeah, man. There was
awesome.
There's also, I'll tell you a little story. There's part of Outworld Tours actually links to Keith Cook, kind of. So, okay, so the guy hitting the throne, Shah Khan hitting the throne. The voice is my friend Mark, right? Now, Mark was trained when he was young. He did training here in Australia by a guy called Richard Norton. Richard Norton is friends with Chuck Norris, who's friends also with Keith Cook.
How?
So Richard Norton used to fly to LA and do all these movies and be stunts and martial arts with like Keith Cook and Chuck Norris, and they're all friends. So when I said Keith Cook, my friend Mark didn't even know Keith Cook was in Mortal Kombat because, you know, he's just Reptile, right?
He just knows Keith Cook as his buddy.
And I just dropped a name. I'm like, I'm doing this stream, maybe.
Yeah.
I might be on it. I don't know what's going on, you know, sort of thing. Some other guys are doing it. I don't know. I'm just going to be there, but, you know, and I'm like, yeah, it's Keith Cook and that. He's like, oh, Keith Cook, yeah, that guy, yeah, he can really fight, man. Like, and my friend just started telling me all this like martial arts history because he loves martial arts movies. He lives for Hong Kong movies. And he knows all the martial artists. I just hit him up when I want to know something. And that's where I got that piece of trivia about Keith Cook can kick as fast as Bruce Lee could punch with his hands. You know, so he told me that. Yeah. So there's a little bit of connection.
That's a good point. Well, you know, speaking of Keith Cook, And one of the trivia questions earlier in the chat was about the martial arts company, Atomics. So if you watch the Mortal Kombat movie, if you freeze frame it at just the right point, you'll see that Keith Cook, as he's Reptile, has the Atomics logo on the bottom of his shoe. And I threw it up in the Discord just now so you can see it. But yeah, that's just one of those things where, you can't really see it, right? It's kind of hard there. But if you play the movie yourself and you go to this part of the fight, you'll see Atomics right there in the bottom of Reptile's shoe, which makes you wonder, how did a lizard crawl inside a gargoyle, right? Merge with a bunch of bugs, become a human ninja. That part I can suspend my disbelief. I can accept that. But he's already fully clothed with shoes from Atomics.
Maybe it was just the fact that the
that's
person
where
who died,
I can't suspend my disbelief anymore.
His body was wearing Atomic shoes. Yeah.
The statue, he means.
You know what? You solved it. You solved it. That's it. Yeah. I accept that.
You know what I always wanted to know? The one thing I always wanted to know from the Mortal Kombat movie was right before Liu Kang does the bicycle kick on Reptile. Yeah. Reptile like pretends he's defeated. He does this sort of like he goes down like that, and then Liu Kang's like, yeah, and then he does this like bicycle kick, and then right before he hits, Reptile comes up like shh, and he's about to do something. I'm like, what was he gonna do? What was he gonna do?
An acid spit.
Well, I always thought it was an acid spit, but like
yeah, see.
It was never answered, but I always wanted to know what he was going to do, like confirmed. It looked to me like he was going to spit acid.
You should have submitted that as a question.
I should have. Yeah, I had tons of questions, dude.
I know. That's how it is, man. When you're Mortal Kombat geeks like us, you've got like a million things.
Yeah, I put in the Mortal Kombat 3 one because I think that's where everyone wants to know. But it might be in that script even. I haven't looked through that Mortal Kombat script. It might even be in there that Reptile spits acid at Liu Kang or something. I don't know. But that's what it looked like he was going to do to me.
I don't know if he would do that, though, because they already had him do it so much when he was in his lizard form. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's why they took it out. Like, oh, we won't have him spit acid.
Right, it just gets repetitive.
But yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. We could go on forever on this stream, so we're going to wrap it up. But do we have any hints as to what we're doing next week, or are we still just kind of playing it by ear? Under wraps, okay. Sorry, guys.
I think we should keep that under wraps.
It's going to be something neato, but that's all I can say. All right. Well, we're going to... It is. Everything we do here is cool, dude. Come on.
Or is it?
All right. I'm wrapping it up. I'm Fatal Cade. Joining me was TotalMK and my co-host, TabMach99. You guys are awesome. We will see you next week. Congratulations again. Yep, and we'll catch you for the next one, guys. Take care.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, guys.